bad that road, bad that road. Bad that road, bad that road. Put some auto tune in it. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
Freeway.
yeah.
Put some auto tune in it.
Put some auto tune in it. I don't even think people even know what we're talking about, but it don't matter. It's still fun. It's still
Maybe
fun.
one
Your
person
webcam
knows.
on playback is so blurry.
It
Please
looks
tell me
good
you're
to
not
me.
having the
It looks really good to me.
issues. Okay.
It looks
Welcome
really
to Suns
good to me.
Valley Podcast, people. Game 3. First round of the playoffs. Your Phoenix Suns, aka the Phoenix Buns, playing the Timberwolves, aka the Chicago Bulls of 96.
From 96.
So, yeah. But don't matter. We ain't here. CJ the GOAT, welcome to being the newest horseman that I gifted already.
Got a free horseman already?
Oh, yeah. I gifted one out, man. And Wes is out here already on his mission, tying people out for being negative. It's kind of crazy. The game ain't started yet.
Well, Wes, we don't know if that's really good for business, but okay. Okay. Hey, Dot, you probably win one today. I can imagine some will be given out, you know? This has got one of those vibes to it, you know? I feel like I've been here too many times before. Ready for a quick impromptu dating metaphor?
Sure.
So, you ever been dating a girl? This would have been obviously high school. Dating a girl.
Clearly.
You know, and you can just tell something's wrong. Like something's just not, you know. And then the next time you talk, there's a breakup.
I'm not gonna allow you to be this. Okay. Hey. You were just on the stream talking about. I think we can do it. I'm being positive.
I do. I think we can do it, but it's just
backspaces are only those that super chat eligible for membership. No, there's a setting you got to turn on to allow gifts given to you or something like that, and that's how you can get gifted the memberships. You know, whenever we hand them out. Nah, Gabe, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't have. I'm like neutral. I'm neutral right now. I'm neutral. You know, I'm neutral. I hope this team is neutral.
Far. Hey, Dot, I didn't even make any picks, bro. I didn't even make no picks because I don't know, bro. I just don't. I'm not saying I think we're going to lose, but I'm just saying this Suns team in the playoffs has given me no reason to be positive other than to say that technically it's not over, and if they win tonight, we're all going to be happy, and we're all going to think we're back in it, and we might actually be back in it. That's all on the table, but
TV Remote says, all right, Baby Mallow says, we all agree Ish will be here next season. Shut up, Mallow. 7-month membership.
Mallow, but we love you.
TV Remote with a 6-month membership message says, Booker got a new haircut. It's over for the Wolves. We shall see. Like I said, bro, I'm neutral.
Sweaty ass, raggedy ass headband off. How's that sound?
Right now, I'm neutral, man. Neutral, bro.
I mean, thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. I got an idea. Can I pitch this before the game? All right. So if we lose game 4, I think you and me should be in like a suit and tie, like a funeral.
I be on my suit and tie shit.
I think if a funeral dress would be appropriate for game 4 if they lose tonight.
But you know about a few things. Stray God, $5 super chat. We not going out like the sad like the Lakers. I think we winning this game, but we probably losing this series. Not gonna lie, we'll see if Frank can make any adjustments today. This is the litmus test, right? You're at home. You got to make some adjustments. If you make some major adjustments, hey, let's see what happens. If you don't, yeah, dead over. You can guarantee that.
Noivus.
Wes is trying to enforce positivity, and you're out here messing it up. Mute yourself. Mute yourself.
I mean, it is what it is, man. I've been here before. I've been down 0-2. I've been getting ready to watch a Suns game in the playoffs where I can tell there's just something wrong with the team and they seem
King West says, no, Gabe. Delusion is our key. Here's the thing, though. I don't think we're outmatched. We're being outcoached. Talent-wise, I think we should be able to hang with this team. We're just being outcoached. That's just the way I think about it.
We're being out-physicaled. They're barely letting us dribble the basketball. This is my issue. This is the crux of my issue.
Well, that's
our
also
offense.
But that's coaching, though. That's coaching.
Has yet to score 96 points. Well, what do we want Frank to do? Slap some fucking short shorts and a headband on and go out there and play point guard? It's not going to happen. We can't dribble versus them. We can't do anything versus them.
You want to know why we can't dribble versus them? Because we're too busy holding on to the ball for 15 seconds. You know? Clearly we're getting outcoached. I'm going to be real. We're just outcoached.
We're getting outplayed.
I mean, part of that's with coaching. Are you not wrong, right?
We're getting outplayed on the court. Devin Booker is muted. He looks somebody took a...
Look, I really hope that this team comes out like a gangbuster so you can just shut up.
I'd love it. But,
so you can just shut
I don't care about being right.
Shut your mouth.
Shut your ghetto booty.
Get your ghetto booty in this ring.
And I'm going to kick it. Type shit.
That's what you sound like. Timothy, 5-month membership message. When is the Sundo flavor of the month calendar available? Never. Were you dressed like Stone Cold or the final boss version of The Rock? Maybe. I might be able to pull one of those off. J Lopez says, do you have any VIP? I don't know, Gabe. Do you have VIP?
I'm passing them out right now as we speak.
Yeah, so shut up.
Passing them
because they don't really care about us in the playback.
A bunch of damn moochers.
They don't really care about us in the playback.
Trying to get everybody
on the internet on playback.tv, Suns Valley Podcast, free VIP. I don't really care about Gabe and Sundo. I'm so bored, man. I'm so bored, man. I'm over here just making wag raps because that's how bored I am. I need this game to hurry up and start. 9:44. I mean, it was
supposed to start 14 minutes ago.
National anthem time, baby. Bird. I'm be real. Oh, hold on.
That's a dope Suns jacket. Holy cannoli.
Followed by an even doper.
What so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Bro, she
All
has
right.
some Sydney Sweeney vibes. Can I be completely honest?
All right.
That's the type of white you're interested in, right?
I'm be real.
Not
Wes,
thick enough?
If the positivity, I think facts are okay. Like Prada said that we are getting out coached. That's absolutely true. Negativity is Pac-Man being like,
Wes, we don't want
"I
everyone kicked
told
out of the
you."
stream before it starts.
That's negativity. Is freaking Pac-Man and Iverson. I told you. I told you. I wore it on the stream last time, Miss Sundo. We got smoked.
Now,
Back to regular clothes.
Gary says, just the white national anthem?
Yes.
That's what I want to know. Why aren't we playing the black national anthem?
Ooh, they're turning off the whites, baby. Turn off the lights, baby. They're doing the cell phone lights. Let's see what the arena looks like.
See what it sounds like. Guys, we got 57 likes. Help us out. We want this to be a huge stream because it could be the last time any of us ever talk to each other, okay? So hit that like button. We need to hit a hundo before the game. If we hit 100 likes before the game starts, I'll give out a membership immediately. Here we go.
No Grayson tonight.
Nope. And that's something I will not allow to be an excuse for this team. You're not going to hear me say, oh, but we didn't have Grayson, that's why we lost. We were losing with Grayson.
Wes says, for first repayment, here's my deal. If we get 125 likes in the first, I will give. If it's 150 in the first quarter, I'll give 5 membies. Hit the like button.
Assad says stream is super laggy. Anybody else having a super laggy stream?
It's doing it again a little bit.
Is it?
Audio's fine though. But yeah, you are kind of. It is doing the whole lag thing.
Yeah,
a little bit.
I fixed.
Bro needs a new PC.
Well, the update that Streamlabs did changed settings around, so we had to figure out those settings and fix them to the better settings. And so
it's really just. It's not. It sounds like it's really just pushing your GPU. Have you? What kind of? Do you know what kind of CPU you have in your PC?
Not quite. I mean, Lordy was telling me.
Is it i5?
Stuff, but I can't remember. There's.
I was gonna say, if it's i5, you can definitely stream just on your CPU. That way, you can take all that stress off your GPU. Because
really,
I just don't. Yeah, if it's fast enough, you can definitely use CPU to stream. I use CPU to stream all the time. It'll take the stress off your video card for sure.
I streamed a little bit of that game the other day. Might have been yesterday on Von Sanity, and it went great once we got it working. Like, we ironed all this shit out.
Maybe just all the graphics you got in here now. Maybe that's what it is. RAM locking. Maybe you're getting a lot of RAM. That's one thing you probably didn't check, did you? How much RAM your OBS was pushing.
I'll fucking RAM lock you. Okay.
Ooh. Not RAM lock.
And that's tonight's starting lineup, brought to you by Banner Sports Medicine.
Michael says we need some bowl. Default says, so I haven't watched Mavs all year, trying to stay distracted for now. They're good after. Are they good now after
living
the
in
trade?
Omaha
Yeah,
with
they are.
5 memberships.
Wow, living.
Miguel, maybe go NBA. You're dropping dimes.
Living.
Let's go.
Hopefully,
thank you so much living in Omaha.
Hopefully, you're safe from all of the tornadoes today. And
man,
me and
Yes,
Gary.
sir.
Me and Gary will see you top of the morning for the Huskers. For the Huskers stream tomorrow for the spring game stream. Yeah. But thank you, man.
Top of the morning.
All right, here come the Horsemans. Thank you. So who got them? Miguel, maybe, Goat, and dropping dimes.
It's the first
Horsemen! Horsemen!
Taking a look at our
Horsemen!
Gosh, man.
Horsemen!
after protecting home.
Horsemen!
This series will face the winner of Denver, Los Angeles, the Nuggets, the Rio Edge.
It's going to be rough.
For tomorrow night.
Well, let's turn this around, baby.
We take a look at tonight's starting lineup brought to you by.
Here's my fear. I think we talked about this, or maybe I talked about this on the live stream the other day on One Sanity. I'm scared that the Suns will do that thing that they do when they know they're behind the eight ball. You know?
They won't fight.
No, they'll rush.
That thing?
They'll be in sped up rush mode, and they'll miss everything, and then they'll get down
Well,
really big.
Bradley Beal
because-
definitely seems lax.
Just trying to get on the board in this series, but things are not easy against this Timberwolves team.
No, a lot of
Here we
people
go.
don't know this Timberwolves team, but they are absolutely loaded top to bottom. They have a multi-time All-Star in Anthony Edwards, a multi-time All-NBA player in Karl Anthony Towns. They have a multi-time Defensive Player of the Year, and it looks like Defensive Player of the Year again in Rudy Gobert. So when up and down their lineup,
Wolves
they
win
are
the tip.
loaded, and they only come off the bench with the Sixth Man of the Year, Naz Reid.
Like the crowd booing right off the bat for them having
Yes,
the ball.
yes, let's go.
It's a terrific crowd this time of year in Phoenix.
Let me check the
Man.
scoreboard. Sorry, y'all.
Pick from Gobert, takes it. Ant pulls for three. No good. Rebound Royce O'Neal. Royce O'Neal to Booker. Booker. Play fast. Don't stop. There you go. Drive. There you go. Nurk floater. Hate that shot. Why do we keep letting him shoot the ball?
Edwards sees multiple bodies right away. Able to sling it across
Towns.
to Towns.
McDaniels drives. Lays it up. No good. Durant, great defense. Great rebound.
Here's
Durant drives. Euro lays it in. No good. Oh, man. Tough.
Towns with a run.
Cat. Conley back to Cat. Wide open three because we rotated off of him and he hits it. Bad communication.
One of the best stretches that we have in this league today. Extends the floor,
Royce.
opens up the spacing. Missed a substantial amount of time coming into
Durant.
the postseason, but he looks
Book.
like he is locked in.
Book drives. Lays it up. No good. Nurk with the rebound. Kicks to Beal. Beal corner three. Swipe. Hits it. Let's go.
Beautiful.
Here we go. Conley.
Minute and a half into the first quarter of game 3.
Cat driving.
Towns rummaging inside.
No good. Good defense by Durant and Booker. Booker bringing the ball up after the rebound from Nurk. Kicks to Durant. Durant. Pump fake. Pulls from three. No good. Oh, come on, Durant.
And Edwards, the rebound.
All right, I'm going to
told us is he wants to see his team get
have my tech guy come in here. Take over, will you?
Here in game 3 than they have thus far in this series. They've averaged 25
Towns.
attempts. He'd like to see 40 tonight.
Driving in the paint. Euro. No good. Durant hustles the rebound away. Kicks it to Booker. Booker to Beal. Beal driving. Pushes Mike Conley out of the way. Oh, my goodness. And misses his layup and misses the tip back. Oh, my goodness. Suns cold. You got to get off to a better start than this. And Edwards top of the key, guarded by Royce. Conley. Conley drives to Gobert. Gobert blocked by Nurk. Booker pushes Conley out of the way. Foul. No, they call foul on Conley.
As he chucked Conley on the loose ball.
No. Okay, I'm about to say they made the right call. I'm about to say Booker just pushed Conley out of the way.
Against Rudy Gobert, not fouling, making him, try and finish around the rim. And look, they engaged Rudy Gobert. He started last game 5 for 5. So he started off with that presence. That first
Conley inbounds.
for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And Edwards top of the key, guarded by Beal.
Offensive rebound and getting them
Sets a
extra
pick.
opportunities.
Beal goes over the top, kicks to Towns. Towns, deep three, hits it.
Another 3, plus the foul.
What foul did they call?
Against O'Neal.
No, foul on O'Neal. Wasn't an and one.
It was concurrent.
It wasn't
with
an
the
and one,
release of the
Ruben.
shot or after it,
O'Neal
so the
fouls.
bucket's
Let's
gonna
go Bear down low.
And the Timberwolves are going to get a chance for a combination 4-point play.
And I love that play right before. You see Karl Anthony Towns telling Anthony Edwards that he's setting a flare screen. So right there, Rudy Gobert. You see
Can you
him
tell us
telling
time
Edwards,
and
hey, I'm going to set this flare screen.
We'll
and
see.
As soon as he sets that flare screen,
Right now it's
he's diving
9:22.
straight to the rim for an offensive rebound. And that's what it is.
Trying
That
to, Gabe right now is trying to
communication
fix
when
his
he sets the
stream, so
You
you're
get
just
the
going to deal with
buckets,
the scoreboard.
and he
Sorry,
goes and puts
K
pressure
Quick.
on the
Don't
front of
tell
the
you.
rim. That's what draws the
Beal
foul. So they are locked in
to
playing
Royce,
quality basketball
hands
right
off to
now.
Booker. Booker driving. Booker kicks to Durant, guarded by Towns, sets a pick. Durant driving. Durant pulls. Free throw line jumper. Gets fouled on the jumper. Mac Bradwood's good. Durant taking 2 shots. Anthony, I do not know why we're leaving Cat wide open. That's twice, and that's the only 2 buckets that they have, ironically.
Nobody in an ISO situation. This is 6'11 versus 6'11 out there. Kevin Durant stops.
Boy, I'm kind of with you on that. It shows a bit of softness that I don't like.
Towns is trying to get so close to him that it's just like you just got to live with those shots. Avoid
Durant makes the first free throw.
He was in foul trouble last game, so it is a big responsibility to guard Kevin Durant. But half of that is keeping yourself on the floor.
Doing all right, Mac Brad.
You see the numbers for Durant struggled in game 2. Towns, to your point, had
Durant
3
pulls, second free throw,
first-quarter
hits.
fouls
Suns down
in
2.
game 2. Sat the
9:05
entire second quarter.
left in the
And
first
still
quarter.
managed to finish a plus 16 for the game.
Conley bringing the ball up.
Wasn't until 8 minutes
Hands off to
ago in the
McDaniels.
third.
To Cat,
He
guarded by
really struggled
Royce.
in that first half, and so
Cat
the
drives to his
Timberwolves,
left.
where they
Too
are,
easy. Royce
they've been
O'Neal's getting
struggling.
cooked, and I just, why do we?
Minnesota Timberwolves.
And he's off to a
KD
good
may have
start
to guard
tonight.
Cat.
8 points
Booker
for
wide
Timberwolves.
open for 3. Hits. Conley
Suns trying to get Booker going.
to Gobert, who's wide open. Pump fake. Pump fake hits. Too easy. Too easy.
There from Rudy Gobert, who has
Beal
appreciated
to Durant.
the trust offensively of his teammates this season.
Pick from Nurk.
Now
Durant turns the
Gobert
ball over.
Gobert in the open.
Gobert.
floor.
That's a travel, bro. That's a travel, bro. That's a travel, bro.
From the Euro.
Wow.
That was
Can't
so
wait to see that
bad.
play. That was as fluid as a play as you will
Booker
ever see from the center.
to the corner.
And now Booker
Ball
loses it
poked
out
out.
of bounds, and the Suns turn it
No.
over. The
They say
Suns
Booker turns the ball
bench
over. 2
almost
turnovers in
came
a
out on the
row
floor
by
in
your Phoenix
unison when
Suns.
The travel was not called on Gobert.
Yeah, timeout, Frank, please.
We were always talking
Conley.
about throw the center of the ball
Ant.
in the transition break.
Yeah.
Ant looking, pulls,
Edwards rings
hits
in
it.
a
Call
jumper,
timeout,
now
Frank.
Hobo
Thank
wants
you.
a timeout.
Thank you.
A 15-8 start for Minnesota. And the Suns
Frank,
need
stop
to talk
complaining.
about it. How about Rudy in the open floor, Rudy?
I know they missed a travel.
Second time we've seen him steal Kevin Durant's pass.
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love
bro.
it. I love it. Nothing to see here, people.
That was
Nothing to
100% a
see.
travel, dude. That's crazy they missed that one. But here's the deal, man. If your Suns would not turn the ball over and execute, and stop complaining about every little thing, they'd be fine. But that's just part of the thing.
Shop online at Chewy today and get great prices.
We
on
have
pet
101 likes. King West has promised if we hit to 125, he will gift a membership. If we hit 150 in the first quarter, he gives 5. Hit the like button for a chance to get a membership. 120 will get us 1. 150 will get us 5. How are y'all feeling in playback and in YouTube about the game so far? To me, it just feels like more of the same. Just, more of the same idea. We just, quote unquote, need to start hitting our shots and we'll win. That's basically what I'm getting. That's the vibe I'm getting from Frank, right? We just need to start hitting our shots and we'll win, right? Reaping, I agree. The Suns do need to be grimy, but they're not ever going to do that, right? He says, can we just put this team to bed and get Frank gone? It's too early for that. We got to wait one more game if we lose this one, right? Travel was crazy. Now, guys, it's not that bad. We're down 7. Relax. All right. But those 2 turnovers definitely killed, we just gifted him another, point off that turnover. And that and 1, 3. They got the purple shirts, huh? They got the purple shirts in the arena. Need some good vibes. Come on. I mean, yeah, we need good vibes, yo. Whether it's for yourself, for us, for the team, whatever. Just good vibes. We're a community here, right? We're all Suns fans. We all care about each other in the chat and on the show and whatnot. Good vibes amongst each other. Now, this team, that's a different issue. But good vibes with each other at least, right? We're all suffering together as this team makes us want to pull our hair out. So far, I'm looking at Gabe, the stream. It looks decent so far. Yeah, it's looking okay, but it could be because your webcam's off. I'm not sure.
There we go. Hopefully that'll be better. So explain to me how it's 15-8, please, because I've been preoccupied.
2 turnovers. There was an and 1 3. And then there was a turnover and Gobert traveled, but they didn't call it, and then we left the cat open, wide open on threes, and that's pretty much what it is. Beal driving, guarded by Ant, get away from the sideline, hands off to Durant, guarded by Gobert. Royce sets a pick, Durant takes it, Durant pulls, no good, front rim short.
All right, guys, I'm looking to see if I've got any more playback VIPs to pass around. Give me a second.
Ant, the cat, who's wide open again. Cat drives, floater, hits it. Booker to Royce. Royce for 3. No good. We just keep shooting threes instead of driving and being aggressive because we're afraid. Edwards pulls in and out. Very fortunate on that one. Durant to Nurk. Nurk almost loses it. Now they call a foul on Gobert. Now Gobert's like, what are you talking about? Hit that like button, y'all. We are at 122. We get 125. We're going to get a membership gifted. We get to 150. There's 5. So hit that like button. King West's promise.
Let's say the Timberwolves, they get a player like Rudy Gobert who's a little different, and you don't see everything that he gives.
Well, baby boy Reuben sandwich. Take a bite of your VIP, sucker.
Gordon fouled.
I think Rudy Gobert has done an outstanding
So
job.
Gordon already in for Royce. I'm wondering what the other rotations will be, right? Because there's your sub. Grace is not playing, so your other sub will be Eubanks, right? Who's going to be that third?
Last year versus this year, because as we started to get into before last year, there was so much conversation about the fit and what Minnesota gave up.
Gordon hits his first free throw.
Obviously, it has worked in a huge way. And he said, look, last year he was kind of banged up physically, coming off playing internationally. Then mentally, there was a lot of change for me. He had been in Utah for so long, adjusting to a new team. And
second free throw good.
This year, he's just much more active. His teammates trust him much more on the offense.
Suns need more younger players. That's all. Yes, we do. But, you know, James Jones doesn't believe in that. Cat, top of the key. Gets to Gobert because he gets doubled. Gobert to Connolly. He loses it. Gains it back. Back to Cat. Cat for 3. No good. Yeah.
Another
good
foul. That's 2 on
Booker.
Gobert. That's very helpful. That's very helpful. Very, very helpful.
King West with the gifted membership. Bruley gifted the membership.
Thank you, Wes.
And so if we're at 135. We get
Horsemen.
We get 15 more.
15
That's 5 memberships
more?
coming. 15 more likes, and that's 5 memberships from West incoming. Booker. No. Gordon 3. That's your guy.
Mine.
That's your guy, Gordon, right?
Mine.
Edwards, top of the key. Gets a pick from Cat, guarded by Gordon. Gordon. Booker cuts him off. McDaniels drives, pump fake. Nurk block.
That's at least 2 blocks from
Out
Nurk,
of bounds.
right?
Nurk out here saying this. Nurk got a little bit of A little bit of nuts going on right now, bro.
Well, especially
Ball's
with
dropped.
Gobert
says,
out,
"I'm
he should
anchoring."
be able to be the big.
At the 5 after being
Biggest
acquired.
man on
Booker
campus
drives.
right now.
Booker fouled on the floor.
Nearly got it to drop. Does get the whistle. And the foul's going to be on Conley. That will be his second. So 2 on
Conley's second
2 on
foul.
Gobert, and Booker goes to the line.
Well, and I like this for Devin Booker.
Under the
getting
bonus.
downhill. We already saw him knock down that 3 on a little miscommunication.
It said refresh the scoreboard because it's stuck. Finish your screen game. Never mind the stream about ended and your PC blew up. They don't care about that. They want their scoreboard fixed.
They haven't been able to put together a collective
There we go. I should be
quality game for
working.
48
I didn't even
minutes.
realize
Getting
it.
to the free throw line early, that can help your rhythm.
And coming out of that game 2 loss, there were high tensions.
Booker,
for
second free
Phoenix.
throw.
A lot of conversations.
Hit the first
A lot
one,
of
by the way.
questions about, okay, is this group
Hits
still
the
together?
second.
They
Suns
all
down by
answered those
2.
questions. Frank Vogel did. Every member of the Big Three did. All with affirmative. Yes, we are close.
Here we go.
And we actually feel like we have a
Alexander
healthy
Walker.
process of working through things and collaborating, communicating.
To Ant.
When things go
Pick
wrong,
from Nas
Frank
Reed,
Vogel
takes it.
thought
Ant
it
drives.
was such a jolt
Good
emotionally
defense from
last
Booker.
game because they were
Ant
all so
turns around. Guard by
they
Beal.
were
Beal playing good lockdown D. Ant still trying. Turn around. And one. A little too aggressive there, Beal.
Some wizardry from Anthony Edwards and a chance for 3.
And you get tempted to pressure a guy more when he's in a tough spot. Great defense here by Bradley Beal. But you got to keep your hands up, be big. But he does a great job of moving
Where'd they call the foul at?
Dealing with another
Yeah, right there.
Swipe.
Okay.
That
Okay.
swipe down at the end. That's the discipline. You
And
gotta
one.
I didn't see the
keep
swipe on that camera angle.
possession, especially a person with as much in his bag as Anthony Edwards.
Beal
Nurk.
did a very nice job on Edwards.
Booker to Durant. Open. Good. Beautiful pass, Booker.
Hit down. But what we saw from Edwards, Richard, was him willing to just make the right play, make the easy pass, make the
Alexander
hockey
Walker bringing the
assist.
ball
That's
up.
part of the
Hands off to
development of this young
Ant.
superstar.
Well, it
Gets a
takes
pick.
time for
Guarded by
scorers to
EG. Don't
understand
like
the
that.
more they pass, the
Now he
more
gets a
they
pick from
score.
McDaniels. Now he's guarded by Nurk. We're switching and giving the mismatches. What
It opens up the floor
Reed,
for scoring
floater,
before you
no
can
good.
assist your
Can't
team.
believe it. Oh my gosh.
How?
Nurk and Durant fight over a
Thank God,
rebound.
man. Thank
And we
you.
gave it right back. Thank God they missed. Booker pulls. No good. I don't know why you took that shot. Let the offense get back and reset.
As well.
Yeah, he kind of raises his hand there to let the coaches and everyone know, like, hey, look, that might not have been the best shot. Just an
And
acknowledgement.
Edwards
floater.
rotating
Good.
over Durant.
That's a freaking swing on you, Booker, because you decided that you were going to shoot early. Gordon shoots early, though. He hits. All right, Gordon. Yeah, Gabe's guy, Gordon.
Okay.
With him since the days in Houston, playing with James Harden.
Ant guarded by Nurk.
Not afraid to
Driving.
pull from 28 plus.
Kicks
How?
to Nas Reed.
How is he
no
so
good.
open?
Nikhil.
Walker, the
Another rebound.
for Minnesota.
Stolen
Good
by
steal,
Gordon.
Gordon, fast break.
To
Minnesota
Beal.
lead.
Beal.
Get it back to Gordon. Go.
Gordon.
Trying to get by Edwards, could not. And a
Yeah,
foul.
foul,
foul by
cat.
Towns.
That's a foul, cat.
Free throws for Gordon.
My guy Gordon, that you look exactly like but refuse to admit.
And this is the second time we've seen in transition.
I look nothing like Eric Gordon.
And you have to be
Okay,
on
well,
Eric Gordon,
The
especially
truth
coming off
lies
the
somewhere in the
well.
middle. It's not that you look nothing like him. You just don't look exactly like him. You could pass as his cousin. If you told me you were Eric Gordon's cousin and you used your Texas accent, I'd believe you.
Now that was number 2 on
Okay.
Town. So you have 2 on Gobert.
I'm looking at both of you right now, and I know what I see. Okay?
Numbers in the difference, game 1 and 2 for Gordon.
Gordon hits the first
We need to
free
ask
throw.
your wife. We'll let Miss Sundo be the judge.
Saturday on TNT, you have Cleveland and Orlando, game 4. Thunder, Pelicans, game 3.
Smith says he's saying you're thick. Oh, that's a given.
Haley, Clinton, I think Grayson could come back for next series, and he might even come back if this series was able to go long.
By the way, we're at
Free throws are
144 with
good.
4 minutes left. We need 6 more likes to get 5 memberships. Hit the like button, y'all. Come on with it. Come on with it. Alexander Walker to Reed to Ant. Ant jab steps. Deep 3. Heat check. Oh, he hits it. Oh, my goodness. 3 more likes and we get it. Booker. Pick from Eubanks. Booker to Gordon. Gordon pump fake. Gordon driving. Gordon. Little tough floater there. That's not the shot we want, Gordon. He gets up slow. Alexander Walker to Reed. Reed, Euro.
What a
no
Euro,
good.
but
Durant
no
with the
good.
rebound.
Since entering and now 0 for 3.
Booker.
Get it to Gordon for
Durant
three.
drives. Tries a dunk. Gets
I
fouled
love
by
the amount of fouls we're drawing,
McDaniels.
bro. I love the amount of fouls we're drawing. This is so good.
We're at 151. We hit the light. Go West.
Wow.
West.
And again,
West.
this is another time that we see in transition.
West. I can't see this chat right now.
He's about to take off. I've seen multiple times here in this first quarter where the Minnesota Timberwolves are either not matched up or
You let me know when he
trying to
gives
get
them.
matched up as that ball is on the other side of half court. That is not the top defensive team with the top defensive players.
So here's a few things that I'm noticing. One, they're scoring their points in the paint too, but they're scoring points from three. And a lot of them is just because they've been wide open and hitting it. That Ant three right there was different, right? You live with that because he hits it. But the wide open threes, we got to quit with that.
Yeah.
History. Download the NBA app today.
But we just can't seem to let that go.
Different games in game 1 and 2, Richard. Game 1, we saw Minnesota just pound Phoenix on the glass, get a huge performance from their bench. Game 2,
So this is Revs trying to extend this series for more money. Look, bro, I wouldn't doubt that at all. Okay, like we're not. What's the word am I looking for?
In points off turnovers, which
We're
was
not,
the largest differential.
Shoot, it's too late for me to be thinking.
We love you living in Omaha. Thank you for the gifted memberships, man. Yeah, we definitely saw him and called him out.
So much about, the Phoenix Suns
That got the stream started off right.
They said you look like Aiden Ross. That's like the third you kind of heard that.
I really do. I'm like dollar store Aiden. Patrick in Jamaica. That's what's up.
They haven't been able to get the rhythm. They've struggled in fourth quarter.
Thanks for hanging out,
Missed
Patrick.
free throw. Come on, Durant.
When you have that much offense out there, so
Alexander Walker bringing the ball up. They got Anderson in the game too. They got to go deep with these foul trouble. Reed to Anderson. Back to Reed.
Nas,
Reed
left-handed.
drives. Back to Anderson.
And we got some travels. Thank you.
Travels.
You could have called Nas for that too, to be completely honest.
That Tyrant says Beal needs to attack. Everybody needs to attack, not just Beal, but yes, for sure Beal. Beal gets a pick. Beal pulls. No good.
Did Eubanks get fouled? Okay, a timeout.
Timeout.
With 2:57 to go in this first, and the Timberwolves leading by 2.
What a game thus far, bro.
Yeah, so far, and we got 414 watching. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you, bro. Like hit the like button.
If you don't mind. We appreciate that. My boy Poison Ivy in the house. Metro says,
All right,
are
Wes,
we
you
in the
got
bonus?
my
I'd be
permission.
shocked if
Wes,
we weren't.
Wes, you have my permission on that one.
Living in Omaha said, finally get to watch the game with your guys' commentary. That's what's up. Hey, if you want to join us on playback, I think I probably have at least one or two VIPs. You can actually watch the game at the exact same time with us. But if you got it on your TV, I understand. That's probably more fun.
I-12 Chris says, I randomly stumbled upon you guys when the squad lost to Portland and always try to listen while at work. First time tuning in at home and just wanted to say thanks for what you do for another sad fan. We are sad fans right now.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, the Portland games are fun because we've got we've got such good friends with the Blazers Uprise, so it's a little bit more dual community night on those nights, man. Those games are always fun. Except they always beat us. They always sneakily beat us.
Which is so crazy.
Yeah. Or is it?
Maybe since would Clippers be a harder opponent than Minnesota? I don't think so.
Minnesota is so impressive.
Minnesota's just young and they're playing hard, man.
Now you understand why I'm saying she's a absolute generational talent. You get that now, right?
Yeah.
And we're talking 11 or 12 out of 10. Would clap.
I don't know about all that.
Clinton says Minnesota is young, tall, and hungry.
Yep. That's what they are, man. I think
Brady.
that play in last year and them figuring out that
Brady?
they could be good changed things for them. Mavs won. Okay. Well, that series is cooking up.
Yep, they clapped them, bro. They were smacking them when I was watching it earlier.
King, what's your focus also not on getting us the memberships that you promised us?
I thought he did.
I didn't see the 5.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Forgive me
Wes
if I'm
is
wrong. I didn't see
busy,
the 5.
man. Wes has a life.
I see that.
Leave him
I see that
alone.
Wes is busy. That's why I'm taking it easy on. I was just being sarcastic.
Oh! Zonabot, John Ross, Clinton Haley. I thought Clinton Haley won twice. D-Book and Dre God. Our newest.
Dre God back. Dre God back.
Horsemen.
Welcome back. Hit them emojis. We love to see the emojis.
Horsemen.
All right, here we go. Alexander Walker to Ant.
First quarter, and
Back to Alexander Walker to Nas Reed in the corner. Skip past the Ant, top of the key, guarded by Gordon. Gets double, pulls. Alexander Walker drives in the paint to the
Wide
corner.
open.
Nas Reed
Nas Reed wide
Why are we
open.
constantly over-rotating
Why do they
on
think
the
he
drive?
can't shoot, bro? How do they not know he can shoot?
It's not that game. We do this with everybody, man. We over-rotate when somebody drives.
Started by Alexander Walker. Durant off one leg.
Durant hits a fadeaway. Thank you.
So smooth.
It does not matter who the defender is. When Kevin Durant
Like,
gets
watch.
to that dirt, bounced off one leg step back, it is just impossible to guard. It's really just a matter of whether or not
Ant,
he makes the
guarded by
shot.
Eubanks, driving. Now look, see how Gordon's over helping and just leaving him wide open? Luckily, he missed that.
That was good defense by Blanks.
Rebound O'Neal, kicks to Booker.
Under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Booker driving, aggressive. Booker to Eubanks. Eubanks is fouled by Anderson.
And Eubanks is going to shoot too.
KD has talked about he learned this move from Dirk.
Big wheels. What's
A little
good,
one-handed
homie?
Jump shot, and the similarities between the two of them, both elite shooters, both 7 feet. So when they get that ball to their release point, there is no defending it. So Dirk started that move, and Kevin Durant put it in his
Thank
back
you,
pocket.
Wes.
It is a
Appreciate
deadly
you,
weapon
man.
for him.
Eubanks.
For 28,000
First free throw good for
regular
Eubanks.
season points in Durant's career, 8th all time, and he has over 4,900 career points in the playoffs, 7th most in NBA history. And up next, your buddy Tim Duncan. Who?
Good job,
Both
Banks.
free throws hit by Eubanks. Suns down by 1.
Hey,
Metro, I really actually
Alexander
think
Walker.
KD is 7 foot because I've seen him next to too many 7 foot
Nas,
players. that
too
he's taller
easy
than.
for Nas Reed.
Alexander Walker. 30-27, Minnesota.
McDaniels putting the body on Booker. That's a backcourt, but we're not going to talk about it.
Pass book.
Durant.
Gets it
What a
over
pass
it.
to Eubanks. Eubanks pump fake.
At a
Damn,
fucking
Eubanks!
ball, Eubanks!
Are we
Tory Jones' favorite player in the
I'm knocking on
NBA.
wood. I'm knocking on wood because I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna just keep it to myself.
Just don't say
I'm gonna
it.
keep
Just
it
shut
to
the
myself.
fuck up. Please. Respectfully shut the fuck up.
But I think I'm seeing what I think what I'm seeing. What I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying?
You're not seeing anything. Shut up.
Okay.
God,
Eubanks converts the N1.
I'm gonna go grab another
Tie
water
game.
and coffee. I'll be right back.
From the line.
All right, you
in
do
his
that.
opening quarter. And the Timberwolves with 4 different
Alexander
players
Walker
with
guarded by
two
Royce, top of the key to Anderson, back to Alexander Walker. Anderson wide open in the paint. He shoots a floater, hits. Too easy off the pick and roll.
in this game because of that foul trouble.
Well, and again, you're talking about the depth of the Minnesota Timberwolves. They got multiple guys with multiple fouls.
Booker
but they
drives.
just keep coming off
Booker
the
to
bench.
Royce. Royce driving. Royce
O'Neal
floater.
won't
No
go.
good. In and out.
Rebound,
Fouls
and
Nas Reed on the
foul here
rebound.
against Phoenix. That's going to go on Eubanks, his first. First foul in the last 2 minutes.
Okay, so we haven't seen that extra rotational piece yet that I've been talking about. It's only 7 deep right now for Frank, which means is he going to start playing Booker and Durant and Beal 45 minutes now? Alexander Walker misses. Eubanks tips it to Ant, and Ant gets fouled. So now he's going to shoot free throws.
I love that pass. I love that pass by
That was a
Anthony
bitch-ass
Edwards.
foul
We've
call, by
seen
the
some
way.
great passes from Walker. They are starting to play in that
I left my
offense.
Yeti in the
that
other room. I guess
system.
I'll just chug
Finch
from
has
the
done a
bottle.
very
How's
good
that
job
sound?
of giving his players room to breathe, but also keeping them within a system. And when that ball is moving and they have all of that scoring talent, it is nearly impossible to guard.
Well, and that's one of the parts of that evolution we were talking about with Edwards, right? Whereas in the past, he might want to score no matter how many bodies are being sent at him.
Relax,
Right now,
Truth.
he's so
What up,
consistently
Burner?
just making the right play. We saw it in Game 1, where he was able to call his own number a lot as well as distribute. Game 2 was a lot more distributing. Here in the first, he's up to 12 points, plus has a couple of assists. Here's Durant.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank God,
Thank
man.
you.
Thank God.
Gosh, be aggressive. They don't have Gobert in. East Metro, I'm not going to answer that question. Because I just feel real disrespected by that question.
Why would you feel... That is the last question that should feel disrespectful to you.
I feel like that is a question for a middle-class white woman who drives a GMC Yukon, okay? Not for me.
So your wife. That's a question for your wife.
Basically. She doesn't drive a Yukon, okay?
But when you get downhill and you force them to foul you, you get free throws. Now they have to change their lineup. They have to take guys out of the game. I love the three-point shot, but I still feel like when teams don't attack that rim, they're missing opportunities to affect the other team's lineup.
No, Bobo's not hurt.
This series for Phoenix.
Bobo just hurt Frank's feelings.
Game 2. They shot 25 in Game 1. They've shot.
Hey, business, you think Durant already calling Nuggets front office? I don't know.
About a 10-second difference game in shot clock. See Edwards, animated, directing traffic, saying, "Get out of here," to Kyle Anderson.
Durant, Garden, Edwards.
Trying to take Durant, his idol.
Little hezzy.
Edwards draws two.
Doubled.
Reed will fire. Can't hit the
Good
three.
defense, guys.
Rebound Gordon.
Good defense.
All right, last shot. Hold on
9
to it.
seconds.
Hold on to it.
Slow it down, little thickums.
Beal stepped
No,
out of bounds
Beal
and
fucking stepped out of bounds, bro.
Fifth turnover for Phoenix in this first.
Dog, how does that happen so often?
How many times is this man Bradley Beal gonna step out of bounds in the corner? Good block.
Gordon! You know, I've also seen Grayson do it like 85 times this season, too.
A 2-point lead after one. Trying to take a 3-0 lead in this first round series.
Well, I'm not happy. Okay? I'm not happy
You're
with
not
that.
happy?
I'm slightly, like, I would love to be happy about what I'm seeing, because it's like, hey, we scored 32, you know? We haven't even scored 96 total points, and we're on pace to get that in 3 quarters. That should be exciting. But this is just the same bull jive that we've seen every game. It's like, no matter how good we are, the Wolves are playing better. No matter how much we're scoring, they're scoring more. No matter how we stop them, they get offensive rebound over offensive rebound over. It's like, you don't even have Gobert in there and you're getting offensive rebounds over us. It's just outcoached. I'm starting to think efforted is what I'm seeing, bro. You know?
Yeah, but that comes with coaching, Gabe. If you have a lax coach who's not going to push it, then you're not going to do it. And that's what Frank is. He's a player's coach, but he's like the player's coach in the worst sense. Like, don't worry, you guys do what you want. You're vets, you know what you're doing. No, sometimes they need to be coached, and you ain't doing it. So now they got all these bad habits for him.
Yeah.
But regardless, despite all of our flaws, we're only down by 2. That's the crazy part.
But see, that's how I felt the last 2 games. Was like, hey, look at us. We're playing bad, but we're still in it. And then they just
I know.
They just close the door.
There's always that run. That's always that run that the Wolves go on. That's going to end up happening, right? usually in the third quarter. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'll wait until the third quarter.
and I don't know. I didn't want to say it. But I'll say it. Stressing out, man, because this is probably the real reason why I'm so Iverson-esque today. This uphill battle the Suns are fighting seems daunting enough as it is. Let's say they're able to pull out the most miraculous comeback, and the T-Wolves are like embarrassed and people are clowning them, and then the Suns get back in the news about, oh, have they finally arrived, which we'll partake in as well. And then guess who's waiting for us? Up 3-0 versus the Lakers. So, like, what are we doing? Like, what's you know... I feel like I'm gonna get shot in the back or something. Like, I'm gonna get... I'm like something... like, I'm a movie character who's definitely gonna die before the movie's over. It's just like, I'm picky and choosy about how I get killed off of the show. Like... Your girl Cass. Hubba Cassidy.
I think we gotta keep competing. You know, we knew it was gonna be one of those games.
You know I'm right,
you got to keep
Michael.
competing. Oui, monsieur.
Keep trying to show our hands, be smart, and at the same time keep up the
Gordon
mentality.
drives. Gordon floater.
Holy shit,
No
Bull Bull's
good.
in the game.
No, he's not. Oh
Yes,
my God,
he
Bull Bull's in the game. Let's
is.
see what happens.
Wow. Please, Bull. Please, Bull. Bowl on Gobert. Bowl on
Yeah, look
Gobert.
here,
I won't take my eyes off
you
of this.
Call it. Oh, I'm doing the same thing. Conley, step back. No good. Oh, Gobert gets a rebound.
Gobert
Bull
gave
got
Bull
hit
Bull
in
a
the
shot
nuts.
to the ball sack.
As much as to the naked eye, that bucket in transition in the first
Wow.
quarter looked like a travel from Gobert. It wasn't. It was a
Wow.
gather and then the 1-2. So the
Bo
gather
Bowl's
step,
like
and then
really
he's allowed
struggling,
2 more
dude.
steps. So
It was still ugly. It was still ugly. It was
Field of
still
Nurky.
ugly.
Nurk pumping. Nurk finishing
fouled
through double bigs.
They could've called the
Nurk
foul
just
there.
finished through Cat and Rudy Gobert.
Reed,
That's rare.
as Karl Anthony Towns, all
Okay.
2 personals. Conley has 2 also.
So yeah, Bulls in for KD right now is what we're doing. Monte Morris with
He
the little
hasn't been
nitty
in
pull-up.
KD for a
I
minute.
know.
In Denver. He's a great backup point guard. Can shoot
I think
the
they got
ball.
Nurk on Cat. Is that
Doesn't
what
turn
we're
the ball
doing?
over. It's a very simple
Beal
point
dribbles
guard.
off his own foot, picks it up behind the half-court line, screen and transition from Royce, kicks it back to Royce, down to Nurk, 8 seconds, handoff to who? No one. A pull-up!
Had to. That was a bad possession. Because Beal couldn't not dribble off his shoes. Bobo guarding Gobert. I'm not gonna say he's not doing a good job.
He is.
Pivoting, dishing, Gobert looking to take Bull.
Good
Good
foul.
fucking
That's two there for
defense,
Bobo.
Bull. Foul is bitch French ass.
The crowd here in Phoenix when he checked in
Ugh.
the second quarter.
And Conley doing a very good job of kind of working the big, but still looking for an outlet. He was
I'm gonna lie, Gobert tripped over his own
He
feet.
tripped.
I don't even know.
Well, it might have been over Bulls. Let's take a look.
Oh, it
He
was
tripped
Nurk.
over
It was off
Nurk.
Nurk.
Tripped over
Whether
Nurk.
it's a three-point shooter. There he gives a
And
little
Bull
drop
went
down
straight
to
up, so I
Gobert.
really hope that
Helps him
foul
get to
wasn't
free
on
throws.
him.
But that's
It is,
what
of
Conley
course.
does
Well, it
so
doesn't
well.
matter. He's not going to get in foul trouble.
Well, he didn't go straight up. He hooked him, Gabe. What are you talking about?
Well, on that angle, it looked like he had his hands straight up in the air. Did he swipe?
Oh, he definitely swiped.
Okay. So maybe they call it on the swipe.
It's just the way he's able to speak with all of these different stars. And Richard, you've talked about the value of that when you have talent. Having a point guard who has the cachet to be able to put people in their place, both positionally.
Rudy, just miss one of these, you French fuck.
Conley has that gravitas. Our good friend
Banks and
Mike
Snow can have a
Shea,
VIP. They can have a VIP if we have them. I don't know if we have them.
I don't know.
And I think
Let's
it's a
take a
perfect
Beal.
message about Conley.
No, he has been an outstanding leader, and really, Rudy
Beal.
Gobert
Driving, Beal in the paint, over Gobert, lays it in and out. Oh my gosh. Conley. Well, the run's gonna start early, Gabe. Wow.
Good rebound, Bull. Kicks it up to Beal. Over to Royce. Royce to LaGordon. LaGordon fouled, bro. Call a fucking foul, ref.
They're gonna call it.
Or I'll fucking send you anthrax, allegedly. Ah, damn. All right, who asked for it?
Bank 17. Cat. Gobert with a rebound. Turns the ball over. Thank you.
Banks don't really care about
we can't get a
us.
rebound to save our lives.
Never know if this is the same team that you'll have and get back to the stage again. He said, "Do it for me."
TC says if I hear the name, see the name 8, and I'm blocking.
Let's try not to have any regrets.
Beal bringing the ball up.
Told me he had about 5 or 6 guys come up to him after practice and said, "Man, I
Booker in
needed
the
that."
game.
Conley
Set the pick for Beal.
stabilized
Beal
this team
to
and
Booker.
won.
Booker for 3. Nope. Pump fake. Booker drives. Booker shoots. Hits.
I feel like I haven't seen Booker all game. Where the fuck has he been, bro?
You haven't seen. I feel like I haven't seen him take that shot all series.
Yo, Metro, imagine having a Bull body pillow that was life size, like actually 7'3".
That would be wild.
That'd be
Conley
so
driving
sick.
with Bobo guarding him. Bobo
That's
should
a
have
good
defended
hook.
better, but he didn't.
That's a good layup.
San Antonio team, they go to the conference finals.
Booker.
He is yet to return there. And so understanding
Booker,
that
that's just
being
not the shot you
on quality teams
need,
like this,
man.
you might not
Just trying to get it going so we can take
Morris.
over. Monty. Ooh, Beal fronting Gobert. And the alley-oop goes off of the rim, thank God. Praise be to
Gobert wants
Krishna.
it.
on your roster, that can benefit you in so many ways.
Nurk. To Beal, down to Book on the block. Backing down Morris. Gonna turn around and fade. No, gonna kick it out to Bielski. Wheelski, 6 seconds to the rack. That's an and one.
Out
You
on the
fucking.
shot. Thank you. Booker really isn't taking his shots, man.
Diego in the house.
What's up, Diego? Like, look at that. Booker could have took that shot. Like, Booker normally takes like the fadeaway shot there, or like he was close enough to take his shot. That's like his game, and he just didn't take it.
Not
gonna say it's concerning, but it's just something that I've noticed. Like,
how can I help my teammates get in a shot or put them in a good position to create for someone else?
Free throw in.
Sounds of the game.
Is it too much to ask for us to take the lead and not give it back and win a goddamn basketball game?
man, bro.
When you have a big three? What the fook, bro?
Did Frank just say if this board's got to get knocked out?
I don't know.
And one of the things that
TC said yes, Gabe.
Certainly early on in this series was the way they
Just
were
fill
able
up
to
the
be
small
physical and guard
three.
without putting the
For
Suns on the
real.
line too much.
Monty to Cat.
Here's Towns. Off to
Cat to
Morris.
Monty. Pull up.
Mid-range.
Over Bowl. Good defense, Bowl.
But guess what?
Good defense, Nurky. Go, get him, Bowl. Hands it off to Book. Nice steal, Bowl. Get it right back to Bowl. All right.
That's what I need from Bobo. That's what I need, baby.
Get your butt up here. It's time to get you back in the game.
Sick of the behind-the-back pass attempts from Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah,
Too easy for Bobo, bro.
Comfortable with your offensive game when everything is flowing, right? Everything flowed for them game 1 and 2. They
I don't want to play Bobo.
Minnesota Timberwolves. Now that was off of the turnover.
That guy has a sign that's Bobo. He's him.
Bitch ass Frank.
Some of your defense is not turning over the ball and taking quality shots so your defense can get set.
All right, Bobo's still in the game.
Why is he so open? Stop him, please. What a floater from Gobert. I'm actually
Frank, quit complaining, bro. Coach, do your job.
Minnesota dominating the glass in this game, a 21-13 advantage, and now a foul against. Is it going to be Towns? I believe it is. Let's see.
Shut up, Burner. I'm not answering that.
It'd have to be Burner. It would have to be. What would that be like?
Cat, third foul on
You
Cat.
know? I hope whoever he's dating is built Ford tough. That's all I'm gonna say.
Much better job of getting around this. Great screen by Devin Booker.
Oh yeah, Cat. Don't act like you didn't do nothing.
Sometimes you're trying to send a message.
Soft A.
And sometimes you're just not doing what you need
Yeah, I
to.
said it.
Karl-Anthony Towns is too important to his team, especially coming off of a game where you have foul trouble. You've got to be more cognizant of what you're doing out there. Yeah,
Bro, what if Bol Bol had a micro penis? That would be crazy. That's a I don't want to say it, Sundo. I wanted to say it. You know what type of foul that was, okay? It was a very specific type of foul. Very specific. Huh?
Does it rhyme with shop?
Shop. No. I'm mad at Booker for that because it was his fault. And what did he just pull? What did he just pull? Huh?
A 2K foul?
No. That was a goddamn light skin move right there.
Oh.
That was, I'm mad. So take this.
Light skin energy.
Mm-hmm. Burner's on demon time tonight. What got into him when he woke up 30 minutes ago? Which Burner, I have no room to talk because I slept all day. I woke up for a little bit and then went back to bed all day. I was like, I can't even deal with this anxiety. Let me just sleep through it. It'll be easier. And it was. This guy is way less zesty when it's not Pride Night, bro. But you remember how zesty he was? Like, he was like...
Hey, bro, he was, yeah, dude. He was like playing, he was all into
I've
it.
never seen anything that zesty, really, to be honest. Elite Bratz doll come to life. Alert. Yeah, Diego Zesto.
No way.
I don't think Zesto was more. I think Zesto was just equally zesty as our announcer guy. In Zesto we trust. Now that sounds like a t-shirt idea. Okay. I gotta go back and find a picture of you mid Zesto impersonation. I gotta go back and find a picture of you looking zesty.
TC, no, I have not. No, I have not played Stellar Blade. I'm not down bad. Okay.
Metro, I didn't know Eminem was dropping a album at all. I had no clue.
Great. Oh, joy.
Hopefully it's not complete trash, you know? We need to cull this chat, bro. We need to just start kicking people out for good. All right?
It's a lot of just weird activity, right?
You know, here we go. I might have to grab my Yeti too.
To change that, rewrite history, not just this year, but with this group that they've assembled that's under contract for years to come.
The one thing I don't like about
I think you're right, Wes. I think in the end you were right.
That you have to almost abide
by.
But when you're a team like Minnesota, none of these players were here for any of those failures. Right.
Booker with the steal.
Building something fresh and new.
To Beal.
New culture here in Minnesota.
Good. Tie game, Phoenix Suns.
Tied at 44. 6:30 to go in this first.
And Edwards.
And before that basket, the big
top of the key.
Of KD,
guarded by Beal. Gets a pick from Gobert. Doesn't take it. He drives. Kicks to the Nas Reed. Turnover. Timberwolves.
have to find open shots and open looks for each other. And in here, just getting out on the
What a steal by Devin Booker, man. Great effort. Beal almost still screwed that up. Bobo's going to
I need to go in the other room because we're doing well when I'm in the other room.
Bobo spins. Bobo.
Almost.
Almost Bobo. See what I'm talking about? See how Conley was guarding him and he couldn't handle it?
Can't handle it. You can't handle the truth.
Booker obviously has size there. Conley.
Ooh, Conley stepped back on Gobert. It's awful.
Able to exploit the switch.
Yeah, I saw Tony Khan. I also heard what Tony Khan had to say about WWE today, like an idiot.
Durant gets a screen from Beal. Conley guarding, takes him into the paint, pulls up, yum, take over, sir.
And Mike Conley just doesn't have the size, and that's what they're doing.
Conley.
They're running screen rolls, really targeting.
Bring the ball up. Conley drives, gets fouled by Nurk. Late whistle.
Against Phoenix.
And this is coming off. Look, Bradley Beal sets that screen to get Jaden McDaniels off of Kevin Durant. And then KD just gets to his.
I don't know, Diego. It's wild. I don't know why you said it. Because he can't help himself, really.
But when you watch them, you don't want to just constantly pick at who you want. You want to do it throughout the flow of the offense. Phoenix has to do a little bit better job of that.
I can't wait to get these new.
Of course, since you didn't get that new PC yet, you can't. You can tell.
One of the things he felt.
And Edwards. Step back. No good. McDaniels with the rebound, pump fake, gets fouled. Can we box out, please? Logan, $2 super chat says, as a Mavs fan, I actually want the Suns to win. We appreciate you, man, but man.
And congrats to them, Mavs. They're looking great.
It's good to get a big basket, but now you have two elite defenders, pick and roll defenders, one-on-one defenders.
It's a real vintage vibe, Tori.
So that is very, very difficult. And the Wolves, they're staying home. They're staying home with those shooters. They're not giving you those triggers. So
Burner, that's not true. Swerve winning the title was absolutely great. I just don't trust Tony Khan to do anything great with them.
As much as they are.
Meanwhile, that foul was on Booker, his third. He will stay on the floor here. Minnesota
3 fouls for Book. This could be absolutely disastrous if they bait him into something bad.
And they will.
Oh, Book got Nas guarding him, drives to the rack, kicks it out to Royce, gets it back with 4 seconds, gonna have to put up some bull jive. Fade away in Gobert's face, nope. Ant almost dribbles into Eubanks' face. Don't foul, Book! Thank God McDaniels misses. Royce off to the races. Over to Durant. Little tween. Rocking him back and forth. Fading away. Looking vintage. Looking goatish. You know?
13 for Durant. Much more efficient tonight. 4 of 7 from the floor.
Booker getting freaking killed right now. I'd like to just see him sat for a minute.
That's because you're a Booker hater. Anthony Edwards doubled.
No, like just the way
they whip it into the other corner. Good motion. Good closeout. Eubanks, Torrey Jones' favorite player in the NBA. Drew Eubanks. You were right, Torrey. Drew's the truth. You were right, man. We were all wrong.
I don't hate Devin Booker. It's just the way they're being aggressive with him and physical with him on picks and everything. I just don't like him on the court with 3 fouls, and they're doing that. If he gets that 4th, then we're screwed in the second half.
Has further to run back into that play. Swing, open lane for 2 free throws. So that's all Anthony Edwards orchestrating the offense, pulling the defensive way, and making the right play, as you mentioned earlier.
Reed goes 1 for 2 at the line.
No, Mr. Landfill. Royce has been playing good defense and getting rebounds. That's about it, which is fine.
Gordon gets it down to KD. He's almost damn near triple teamed. If that's offensive, I'll.
3 seconds call.
Okay, defensive 3 seconds.
It's a 3.
So watch this. The double team comes. Now watch. The reason why you back up is because now you get to extend the defense. 1 skip pass, and now everyone's in rotation. Anthony Edwards is great, but when you double team him, you're going to get up layups and
Free throw good for
But
Durant.
you also don't want him to beat you.
If we can get a bucket here, this will be our first lead of the game. Please get a bucket here.
He was in Indiana, been with the Lakers, had a top defense. So he's got the task of how do we slow down
Booker
Anthony
gets
Edwards
set.
and not give up open opportunities. And I don't know if they've found that
Okay,
yet.
good. Put Beal in, for the love of God.
Durant. Working around the screen from you.
What a pass from Durant! Oh,
Handle it.
man.
From Gobert. Edwards
It was tricky.
into the lane. Edwards lays it in.
And Ant easily scores in transition.
Like most of the times you see guys come in.
Beal screen from Royce. Kicks it back to Royce. Royce back to Beal. Beal. Down heel. Turnaround fadeaway. Giggity, 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 giggity. All right.
Beal 11 points.
Let's go.
So 11 for Beal.
Hey, look, Diego really on his P's and Q's. Let him cook. Torrey.
Diego says the only
This is the
person you can
first time
say
he's
is hot
actually
is
tried
Sundo.
cooking.
3 fouls.
Fair enough.
Oh my God, Ant, what a take.
From 11
After shoving Beal to the ground. We won't talk about that, though.
for Phoenix with those 3 fouls.
Screen for Beal from Gordon over to Durantula. Screen from Beal. Keeps it. He's got McDaniels all over him, backing him down at the elbow. Turn around, whips it into the corner to Beal. A corner three is no good. Timeout Minnesota. Still up 3.
Back-to-back buckets for the Timberwolves.
I've said right here, Anthony Edwards is just too strong, able to go through the body.
Oh,
And then
man.
here, he must have heard me because he is.
I'm still in the exact same emotional state that I was to start the game, man. Like, I'm not happy with this. This isn't good enough. This isn't good enough. It's good, you know? It's good. They're doing some good things. I like the energy. I like the hustle. I like, you know, where their minds are at, but they're not doing good enough. They got to be better than this.
Yeah.
They got to play better defense
absolutely.
than this.
They gotta play. They gotta play better defense. They gotta be cleaner on defense. Just yeah, we aren't getting blown out for sure. You know, and just be a little bit more efficient on defense. And I don't even think that they're really killing us on defense as bad as they usually are this game, if I'm being honest with you. And that's just because of the foul trouble they've been in, right? Like Gobert was in foul trouble early, so was Cat. So like you've had your chances and you still just aren't efficient enough. Durant 4 of 7, Booker 2 of 6.
Best case scenario for the Suns in this situation, bro, is we get one of those performances where our first half is our worst half and our second half they go berserk, which they've done towards the end of the season. That's how they beat the T-Wolves the last couple of times, you know. They just stepped up their intensity and made Minnesota go cold. That's what they have to do this game.
There you go, half court.
You see some guy hit one for 20K the other day?
Oh my goodness.
Bro, get him more of a running start.
I mean, he almost nailed it.
I mean, you would have hit that 3 times in a row.
Oh, you know it.
That's why they won't invite you up there. Type shit. You know? Nocta 8 says Booker pathetic 7 points, 3 fouls. That is rough, bro. That is rough. And that's also another reason why I've been so negative today is because I'm really disappointed in Devin Booker. You know, I'm really just disappointed in how he's played this series so far. Just nothing special. We're not getting special Book. And this is 3 games in a row, bro. That's badly consistent. Like, that's consistent in a negative way. So, like, what the fuck are we doing? I guess he's just that clampable. Hey, congratulations to
Oh, they got the draft picks.
Cardinals fans.
Marvin
by the way,
Harrison,
for getting Marvin Harrison
Jr. in the house, man.
Yeah. OBJ in the house
The Odell Beckham.
trying to get a job with the Cardinals. They don't want you. All right. Yeah, Mo, Royce ain't giving us anything either. You know, last game, he didn't even take a fucking shot. Today, he's taken 2 shots, 0 points, 4 rebounds and assists. You know, maybe he's helping a little bit, but, you know, I haven't had enough chance to watch enough of these plays to see how his defense has been, but, you know.
But Fitzgerald is a walking deity here. He is a god in Arizona, and rightfully so. But Marvin Harrison Jr.
Daniel's a Jets fan. All right.
Receiver in the same mold.
Well, as you know better than most, this is an amazing sports town.
Oh, it is the best.
Here's
Anthony Edwards downhill. Has to kick it to McDaniels. Open McConley. Mike Conley, I mean, and they're going to get another offensive rebound.
Misfortune.
Open Conley in the corner, slapperoo. These offensive rebounds are killing us, bro. Nurk Daddy kicks it down to KD. KD pull up, no good. Rebound Ant. Here comes Ant.
In the second quarter. Edwards again draws multiple bodies. Gets rid of it, gets it back. Using the screen from Gobert.
Ant.
2, bounces to Conley.
To Conley.
To shoot.
Conley downhill. Conley, what a layup. Over Nurk.
And Conley's that left-handed player. He's one of those few left-handed players that also shoots the ball right-handed. So you're going to see
Nurk takes a bump, kicks it over to Royce. Royce, screen from Nurk. Kicks it back to Gordon, trying to get it down to Durant, who's basically doubled. A deep floater from Nurk Daddy is back ironed. Out to the races is Ant. He's going to pull up in the transition in that little mid-range and miss. Royce rebound, kicks it up to Gordon, over to Durantula. 36 seconds. Durant fouled by Conley.
And that's going to be number 3 on Conley.
3 on Conley.
You almost see him right away, second-guessing himself.
$2 dono from a boy, Emperor, baby boy toy, Joy's boy, corduroy, sweet baby Ray's sauce. Roy says, done with Mosk. Game update and VIP, please. Game update. Booker just hit a crazy shot.
Booker just hit that dude.
Nothing's different in this game than the other games, I'll tell you that. That's the update I would give you. It's the exact same thing through 2 quarters.
Afterwards, too. 7-second difference, game and shot clock.
But thank you for the dono, baby boy toy. Joy's boy. Quarter boy.
Edwards surrounded. 3 to shoot. What a look from Edwards. Alexander Walker.
I probably would have ripped my dick clean off my body if he hit that. So I'm really glad he didn't. And then Beal gets stolen, and it's halftime.
For the first half of action. So some things you like.
All right, you do the stuff. I'm going to get me something to drink because I'm going to fall asleep because this team is now putting me to sleep.
Yeah, you need some coffee. Not because you've been acting tired, but this is getting late for you, so you're going to need some coffee. Welcome in, everybody, to the Suns Valley Podcast halftime show where the Suns are on the ropes. Are they rope-a-doping? Probably not. Ooh, look at them cakes. Oh, and he tries to cover the cakes as he walks away. That's just nasty work, Sundo. Denying your cakes. Denying us those cakes. 14 for Durant, 11 for Beal, 10, I suppose, here for Book. 9 for Book. You know, guys, it's fun, right? Turnovers-wise, we're doing better than them with turnovers. They've got 7, we've got 6. That's certainly positive. Daniel says, would you rather lose in 7 or get swept? Honest to God, I'd rather get swept. I would rather get swept. Game 7 stress is crazy. Now, for the health of the channel, like if I was saying like, oh, what would be best for our YouTube channel? 7 games. It gives us more opportunities to stream and whatnot. But as a fan, what I really want for this team, which is Frank's bald German cuck ass to be sent to Guantanamo Bay, where he will be promptly waterboarded for the rest of his life, alongside... Wait, we killed Osama. You get the idea. For a sweep would be better for that, to get his ass up out of town. Ooh, we got some Philippines. We got some Philippines people in here. What up, Jerome? I think that's a Philippines flag. Contra says Booker's already in postseason. I think this is just a bad matchup for Booker, and I think this matchup is so bad for Booker that it's making all of us reevaluate how good he really is. And that's a problem. That's a problem. Okay? That's called intellectual honesty, which some people are allergic to. Won't name any names. He's just getting exposed. Completely exposed. All of his flaws are on full display. And basically, few of his skills are on display. So it's just really bad. Really bad. You know? What's up, Digital Printing Services in the house? Bozing. Rozing. I don't know if it's a B or an R. Bozing. I'm that dude says Booker running 3 is off. You know. Yeah, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed. That's the other name I was thinking of. I just couldn't access that part of me brain right now. Golf Report podcast says Royce -18. Yep, but you know who is doing well? My guy Gordon. A +4 with 10 points. He's got more points than Booker. 3rd highest scorer. Keep him out there. Unless you feel like Royce is really giving us that much. I mean, I guess Royce is our leading rebounder if you guys want to look for a positive for Royce. But you know, you guys tell me, is he playing good enough defense to be out there shooting like this? The thing about Royce that I learned this last half of the season was that he's either all hot or all cold, but he can turn that switch on mid-game. So I'm kind of torn as to what to do with him right now. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, you know, if you put Gordon out there, it resembles much more the Grayson Allen style offense. He's 2 for 2 from 3 right now, so maybe he's having a Grayson night. He's got 2 steals. He's got a block. Clearly, he's given you something defensively. I think I would either start him or just make sure he gets more minutes than Royce in the second half because he's got it going, and you can't afford. This isn't a regular season game. You can't afford to just play things safe. You got to make moves. You got to make adjustments. You know? 2 games in a row, Concho. He's been good 2 games in a row. Golf Report says it's midnight here. Happy Saturday, all. Yeah, it's 11 for me. We're gonna meet you on Saturday here in an hour. Nurkic trade cooked this team. Wolves in 4, says Kang 199 Dono. Thanks for the dono. Yeah, Nurk not having a good game. 1 for 4, only 3 rebounds, got an assist, but he does have 2 blocks. All right. And going up against Rudy Gobert is no walk in the park for anyone, especially a vertically challenged center like our guy Nurky.
That what we're talking about now?
Well, he was just pointing out that Nurk, you know, he said the Nurk trade cooked us. I definitely don't feel that way, but I can't say that he's having a good game because he's not. You know?
Here's my question. Are we that much more confident that Ayton would do better?
Hell no. Hell no.
I think
that guy might be. But absolutely not.
Who is this performing?
Ayton, it looks like Kai Cenat. Ayton, no, actually it doesn't. It looks like if Kai and Royce O'Neal had a baby. I do like the hoodie though. I'd like a Gordon hoodie just like that, but with Gordon on it. All right, because that's my guy. Daniel Daniels says, could Phil Jackson win with this Suns team? Yeah, if Phil Jackson was still able, young enough to coach, I absolutely Phil could get it done with this roster. Put that triangle offense in motion and actually understand how to manage egos and get the best out of players 100%. I mean, we're talking about one of the best coaches of all time. Placed 100 on the Suns to win. Was that a mistake? Kill of the Villa, no. I think that was a good move. This game isn't over. They're down 6 points at halftime. If they have the second half that they're capable of having, yeah, they can go ahead and win this. I feel like the refs want the Suns to win the way they're calling the game. You saw that by both of their bigs getting in foul trouble hecka early. That's a sign to me that Vegas wants this series to go a little bit further. But we'll see. This is a very cathartic game, bro. I feel like I'm seeing things very clearly. And I've just accepted reality, which is if they lose this game, the Suns are going to have mass changes at the end of the season.
Absolutely.
Frank's fat ass will be bounced immediately. JJ gone. You know what? If Ishbia can find a better GM, get James Jones the fuck out of our city, bro. He's made way too many mistakes. Mistakes that are just unsalvageable.
Here's my issue with James Jones and the way he GMs is that there's no young talent on this team. He just wants vets on the team.
Who, T? Book? I already called Book out. The funny thing about Book in this series is, remember how it always used to be Donovan Mitchell? It used to be who else? All the people that they were saying was better than Book, or Book was better, and then Book's pretty much gotten the last laugh because he's gone further in the playoffs and had more accolades to his name. But Ant Edwards is the new one where it's like, yo, this guy is better than Book. He's going to be better than Book. He's going to be better than Book. And then Book fans are like, nah. If this series ends up, even with a win, it could be a 7-game series and the Wolves could win it. That's going to officially put Ant over the top of Book. It is. And we're all going to have to accept that. To accept that.
Hey, quit sucking me into your negativity right now.
It's the truth.
I'm trying to drink my coffee and just get ready for the second half.
I'm depressing you.
And don't. Look, like I said, my only qualm against James Jones is the fact that he just hasn't developed or doesn't want to develop young talent. That's it. Other than that, I think he's done a good job at trades and other stuff.
I mean, what has he done well? And not that he hasn't done anything. Just remind me of his good moves.
Let's see here. The Royce O'Neal trade, because that was actually better because we could still be having Keita Bates-Diop getting major minutes.
But if the playoffs end and Royce still hasn't scored in the last 2 games.
Now, he did fumble sticks.
Fumbled sticks.
Big time. Picked
sticks over Halliburton. and then
and fumble
him.
sticks big time.
I mean, the whole sticks thing just is Halliburton. There's nothing about the stick situation that isn't directly tied to Halliburton. You had a top point guard, top 3-point guard in the NBA at your fingertips ready to pick, and you picked sticks. It doesn't have to go any further than that. You know? Be calm, see clearly. $2 donut says booty rubbing on Booker and the team. No clue what that means, Be calm, but we appreciate you as always.
You really just kill it. Hey, Gabe. Stop being negative right now.
Okay.
Guys,
the Suns are killing it. The Suns got them right where we want them.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Lots of big bozo moves. Well, we're gonna have to have these conversations. I mean, you guys might not want to have them right now.
That's my point. I ain't trying to have them right now.
Okay, so you just want to not have these conversations until after this game?
Yeah, until after the series.
No, I'm going after game 3. We're not coming back from 3 down.
After the series, if we lose, we can talk about it.
This game is the series. That's what you're not grasping right now. This game is the series.
For the sake of content, wait to talk about it.
I don't give a fuck about content at this point. Okay? I literally don't. Styles Black, 13-month membership, says we need a GM that knows we need a point guard, a real power forward, and not these small forwards masquerading as power forwards, youth and athleticism. James doesn't think we need any of that. Great points. Great points. You know? T says, are you in support of trading Booker? I would do anything to win a title. T Ahmed. I would do anything to win a title. So if you're going to get me Luka Doncic for Booker, I'd do that. If you're going to get me a clear-cut better option, then I'll have the conversation. I'm not unreasonable, T. I don't want to do it, but you know what I'm saying? If somebody walks up to you, Sundo, and offers you $100 bill and says, just give me a 50, are you going to fucking say no to that? Hell no. Unless you're a bozo, unless you're an emotionally captured bozo.
Brought to you by New Balance. Minnesota, the 2-0 series edge, and the 6-point lead dominating on the glass. Second chance points.
Be calm. $2 dono says, don't ever say that again or we're fighting.
Jefferson. One of the things that's been so impressive about Minnesota is the decision-making of young superstar Anthony.
T, I'd rather be known as a light skin than a light bright, okay?
The offensive progression, and now he understands when he draws
light skin's an upgrade.
Where are my outlets? And he does an outlet.
That's my goal, to get tanned enough to be considered a light skin.
This is what we talk about. When you have a loaded offensive roster, you've got to make the right play. And his teammates, they have their eyes on him all the time. Conley here knocking down the 3. Anthony Edwards, we know he can score with anybody in this league. It's the growth of the passing and the playmaking. That has been the jump, not only for his team, but for himself as an individual.
Let's check in with Cassidy Hubbard.
Candy Rain, no, Ruben. I haven't heard any songs that 13-and-a-half-year-olds listen to. Oh, Book fouled by McDaniels, I believe. Going maybe, no, not line. Oh, sorry, scoreboard. Thank you.
And he says they need to rock out. They need to be aggressive, guys.
Great stuff, Cass. And yeah, they do. I mean, Phoenix facing a 2-0 hole. Minnesota has clearly looked like the better team thus far in this series, to be expected.
Durant, Faden, no good. Rebound tipped to Mike Conley. Suns down 6.
That's the best possession you can come up with.
See if I can get you one, Roy. Thought I gave you one. Cat, no good on the 3. Book. I mean, that's over the back like a motherfucker. How do they not call that, bro? Step back, Royce. Doink. No good.
3-4 rebounds each half. That's what they need when they're undersized against a quality team like Minnesota.
Here's Towns. Towns cutting through and fillets it home. Limited with foul trouble in the first half again, as he had 3 personals.
Nurk.
But he has 12 points, 9 rebounds tonight. As
nice pass up to Beal.
Turnover. I told you the third quarter. I said let me wait till the third quarter before I start getting heated, and it's already forming. the fire within my
loins.
All right.
Cat, call a timeout, Frank. Call a timeout. What the frack? Cat, if you don't get your bitch ass up off the ground.
That will be his 3rd, and Towns is shaken up.
Well, he took a hip check.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. And they called the foul on McDaniels, basically saying that he pulled Devin Booker into Karl Anthony Towns.
On the floor, foul on McDaniels. We're looking at the play to see if it's a potential hostile act.
We're going to take a look at whether or not this is a hostile.
Styles, I'm kind of with you on that. Like, he might have got his left hand down and grabbed him a little bit, but
I didn't see McDaniels pull Booker at all.
100%. There was nothing. Oh, he grabbed him on top of the head there. A little bit. But still, I mean, you're playing physical. I don't think that's much of a, definitely a favorable Suns whistle. I'll say that much.
Stays a foul on McDaniel. There is no hostile act on the play. The ball will be awarded to Phoenix on the side.
Now, I have not agreed with Tony Brothers many times in my life over my 17-year playing career, but I agree with him there.
All right, Steve Javi, our officiating expert. What'd you see there, Steve?
Come on, Richard. You got to agree with Tony once in a while. Let's go, Tony. Come on, Richard. No, I think they called it the right way here because he's just trying to get away from the defender who's holding him, and unfortunately, he gets at the legs, of Karl Anthony Towns. But I think they called it correctly here, which is a common foul.
Thank you, Steve. We appreciate it. The hostile act led
Beal
also essentially re-ref the play there, and so it stays as is.
Dude, Minnesota's defense is so good, bro. It's so
really is
good. Like, you can see the difference in the way that they chase down closeouts.
Booker has 3 for
Cat guarded by KD. Loses it. Gets it back. Doe. Conley to Edwards. 5 seconds. Spin move. Baseline. Kicks it. Stolen by Bookums. Book to the Riznak. Lefty fillet. 55-63. That's big.
And normally it's the Timberwolves turning turnovers and good defense in the offense, but right there, Devin Booker.
At least we got a bucket.
Ooh, how about Conley with that initial juke? Then Conley coming back.
Out of bounds on Conley.
Suns ball.
How about this move from Devin Booker?
Well, I like him reading the play, being active. When Frank Vogel talks about
kind of a carry, but hey.
I think because it was his first one, it doesn't have to be a carry.
Devin Booker's right there, does a good job. I like that.
Because it's his first dribble.
Right? Yeah, I couldn't do that. me either. We know that, right?
Beal, screen from Nurkola, over to Durant, back to Beal, over to, nope, got McDaniels all over him. Screen from Royce, over to Book, bad low pass at his foot ski.
It's going to stay with Phoenix, just 3.9.
Sutton's ball, 4 seconds to go. I tried to change the video quality, you know.
Shot clock fading.
Book gonna pull.
That's a good possession.
Holy cannoli, it went in.
Boy, Phoenix could really use getting Booker going.
You think?
Up to 13 points. He's had a quiet series thus far.
Oh, my
18
God.
points on 5 of 16 in game 1. 20 points on 6 of 13.
Conley
in game
to
2.
Edwards, pulls up.
No.
No good, but they're going to get an offensive. No. Nurk chases it down. Book in transition. Back to Beal. I would have slurped myself at that.
Nurk with the rebound gets fouled by McDaniels. Fourth on McDaniels. The refs really giving us the benefit of the whistle this game. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
We're going to take a look at the replay here. Again, Rudy Gobert comes back and contests this. But as much as we talk about Rudy Gobert down there on that block, Nurkic is one of the heaviest guys in the NBA. When he gets to his spot, it is almost impossible to move him off, especially if you're an undersized or you're a guard.
He is a
Oh, snap. Nurk misses the first free throw, and I have forgotten. We have not talked about the like button. Where are we at, man?
I haven't heard it described as that. But
Any
yes,
idea?
I was about to miss the second one, bro. I feel it. I just feel it.
I've never heard you use that term.
A heavy player?
A heavy player, yeah.
Yeah, well, but between that and some of the other terminology, I think that's probably...
Okay, he hit it. Thank God.
224 likes ain't bad, folks. It ain't bad. What are we trying to get to? 250?
250, I guess.
Both ways. Defense is really
Gobert back to Conley for a 3 off of the screen. That's big.
13 for Mike Conley having a big night. 5 assists as well.
Beal in transition. Kicks it over to Royce. Over to Book. Down to Durant. Durant fades away. No good. Nurk with the board, though. Nope.
Edwards comes up with a rebound for Minnesota.
It just seems like the Minnesota...
There's always a bunch of white jerseys around the ball when it comes to rebounding.
Wide open three for Cat. The 3-point champion from a year ago. Wide open.
Anthony Towns and a little pep talk from Anthony Edwards.
It's just the hustle, the ball movement, the miscommunication. And Karl Anthony Towns takes an extra look at it. Timberwolves up by 11.
Lee says, Suns fan since 88. Suns are done. It's feeling that way. It's feeling that way. Yeah, Angel, that was really corny. It was really corny. You know, I don't know. Is it corny because we don't like Cat and we don't want to lose, or is it corny because it's actually corny? That's the question. You know. Very likely corny. Ray Promotions, what's going on? Said Suns have no heart, just deep pockets.
That's a bar.
You know?
That's a bar.
Mo says Nurk and Royce are killing us. Also, because yes, but also Beal, Book, and Durant going a combined 2 for 10 from 3 is killing us. 2 out of 10 for 3 from your small 3. I stole that. I'm calling them that now. All right. Pedro says, do you guys believe in 4-0? I believe in the Wolves going 4-0. You know? Paolo says we're done. We got some brooms. I'm shocked we haven't seen more brooms in the chat. Burner's dusting off that rope. Attaboy, Burner. You don't want dust getting into your rope burns. You don't want the body to look infected during your open casket, What up, Epic Thunder? Pac-Man, you deserve to be laughing now, baby boy. Congrats to you.
He doesn't.
Well,
get him out.
Get him
out.
Get him out. Get him out. It's hard to yell with Ant's dick in your mouth. Type shit.
Crazy.
What? It's true. $2 dono from Emperor Baby Boy Day One Roy Sweet Baby Ray Sauce says, so Sundo, when is Ishbia calling you for the job?
For what job? The GM job?
Bro,
that would be awesome. Gonna be honest with you. I'm not a money man though, but
I
I'd
trust
definitely
you.
be the scouting type.
I trust you at this point, Your first move, Gordon Hayward. Your second move, Colin Castleton. You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
Colin Castleton's actually not a bad idea. That would be something I would do.
Frank wouldn't play him.
Has he gotten in incredible physical shape?
Frank wouldn't be the coach, would he?
Put Burner in as coach.
No, I'll do it. Torrey Jones. I'll hire Torrey Jones so he has to coach against his favorite team.
Durant fouled by Ant. Needed that call. Suns need to get this.
Torrey Jones head coach.
Tied up by
Spurs fan Gary assistant coach. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
That's the play right there. But Karl Anthony Towns is being tasked with guarding Kevin Durant.
Torrey Jones head coach, Spurs fan Gary assistant coach. Okay.
Corner three, no good from Beal. Anthony Edwards out to the races. Little tween, dribble through.
Look, we're not hitting any shots right now, so until we start doing this, I have no. Wow, Booker. I have no hope. We need to go on a run where we're just hitting shots.
He has 15 points. Minnesota, though, with a
but we just cannot do that.
7:15 to go in the third quarter of Game 3. McDaniels on the bench with 4 fouls.
Walker pulls up. Oh! That's tough.
Disgusting, Alexander Walker.
That is tough.
And Minnesota has
Nurk, spin move on Gobert, sends Gobert flying. Durant, tough midi, not even close. Ant with the board, bringing it back up.
Minnesota plus 12 on the glass.
Ant, little crossover, tween crossover, taking a screen, couple screens. Pick and roll with Gobert under the rim, out to Alexander Walker. Good from 3 in the corner. And I say stick a fork in him, Sundo.
Something about the third quarter against this team, bro. Something about the third quarter versus the Timberwolves this series. It's always been the third quarter. We just keep taking difficult shots.
Bad shot. Gobert with the board. 10 for him, a 12-2 run in the last 2 minutes and 42 seconds. Edwards screen here for Gobert.
Gordon steal.
Ooh, that's 3 steals from Gordon. Book down Hizzle. Over to Derizzle for the dunk. I like that. I'm
really curious right now. We're talking about.
I don't even remember what I said, Zambuki.
You've got the lead. You're on the road. This is a young team.
And one Gobert. Dunking all over Nurkic.
And that's where they're just so dangerous. You see one-on-one after
who fouled
on the Phoenix Suns side, but here it just
guess they're saying it was Nurk.
Continually is a team effort. Great.
What a pass!
Woo! Drop pass.
Damn.
It just seems like collectively they all know where Rudy Gobert is. So when he's by that rim, the opportunities for the lob threat. This is where they
welcome to Timberwolves Valley Podcast.
Wolves Valley Pod? Let's go.
Welcome to Wolves Valley Pod, okay?
Gobert, 13 points. They have him at 9 rebounds now rather than 10 as he completes the three-point play. Big production from Gobert and Towns despite the early
Wolves
foul
Forest
trouble.
podcast. There you
Edwards
go.
with 16 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Conley has 13 points, 5 assists. And up till this point, Minnesota has just looked like the much better team in this series.
Over to Gordon. Back to KD.
Here's
KD to the rack.
Gets the whistle
No
on
good, but going to the
Towns.
line. That's got to be
That will
4 on
his
Cat.
fourth.
Okay, that's 4. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. BRB.
Minnesota over the limit as well, so free throws here for Phoenix.
It is
Lake
so
Minnetonka podcast.
quiet
That'd be
in this
great.
building, and that is not something that you're accustomed to hearing from a Phoenix Suns crowd.
And the NBA playoffs first round rolls on Saturday night, 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific on ABC, with Game 4 between Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets and LeBron James and the Lakers.
Kevin Young going after this year. Take Frank with you on that dude says. Coach sucks. Word bowl. Yeah, man.
Championship in this building, speaking of, Richard?
Since you mentioned it, yes, the Moon Valley Rockets were the state 4A champions in 1998. We beat our rival, the Greenway Demons, for the 5th time that year.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can best believe, Mo, that he's not going to play bowl the rest of the game.
Do you remember the best player on the Demons?
Chad Pruitt, he played at Arizona State, was my AAU partner, so I got a lot of love for Big Red.
All right, shout out Chad.
Man, it's, yeah, pre-rush because it just really is.
15 to go in the third quarter of Game 3. Reed working Gordon. Reed spins it in off the window. And now Edwards the steal and a kick from Gordon. Ooh, they'll say it last hit Edwards, and everybody on Minnesota disagrees, and I think the officials are going to talk about it. And they will rule Minnesota ball. Tony Brothers was changing the ruling to Minnesota ball and then pointed the wrong way again. And yeah, clearly it's the left foot of Gordon.
Well, even Tony Brothers saved Chris Finch because he was going to review it.
Yeah.
So he told him, sit, we're going to all come together and come together with an answer. They changed the call, but Chris Finch was about to call a timeout and challenge that. So Tony Brothers saved him a timeout using his team. Collectively, all 3 referees. One
Vegas says we are witnessing the end of our playoff window. Not necessarily.
No. We're just witnessing a sad end of this season. Gordon. Woo-hoo-hoo! Can we just stop the game now? Like, it's over. Like, just throw in the white flag.
Stayed up for this. Should have went to bed
Right?
so I can go to work tomorrow.
Should have front ran. You know?
No, I'm not a front runner. I'm not a front runner like some other.
I do like this song. I don't like your boy.
What's up?
But the beat goes hard. All right, that your boy, your white boy. Can't think of his name, but I like that song.
Harlow.
Yep. Your boy Jack Harlow.
Hey Tori, how's Tumani Kamara? How did Tumani Kamara look toward the end of the season?
That's a good question.
That's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah, man. It's just like I've been here before, man. You know, like I really feel like I read the signs correctly this season or this postseason. Better, not all the way correctly, but a lot better than I did before. You know, like I don't know. It's just, I know you guys are mad at me for being negative in the beginning, but I was just telling the
Absolutely, Tori. I know. I told you just let me get to the third quarter and see what happens, and guess what? It's happened. So, Every game it's been like this. We've kept it close, and the third quarter comes, and they just go on a run and just tear us a new one, and then that's just GG's for us. So,
yep. It is what it is, man. Sucks, but it's like it's easier when you've been here before a couple of good times, a couple of 2-3 times, you know.
So if I was James Jones, and the game's not over yet, but we lose this game and then we lose the next game, right?
Yeah.
Well, if I'm Ishbia, I'm not James Jones. I'm firing Ishbia first things first. But you got to look at a few things. And my first question you got to ask yourself is, was the issue coaching or players this season? That's really the first question you got to ask yourself and really evaluate.
It's good old fashioned backbreaking. You know, it was different than the last couple of seasons or the old school like meltdowns that the Suns always have, but now it's turning into one of those. It's kind of funny, you know.
You know what I'm saying? So like that'd be the first question I'd ask myself. Like, okay, evaluate. Do you think it's the players? Do you think it's coaching? Do you think that the question is, do you really think that Devin Booker is regressing that much, or do you think the coaching just forced it? Do you think that putting the ball in his hands and having him and Beal be the main ball handlers was a smart move or a not so smart move, right? Like, you just got to ask yourself questions like that and then move forward. Me personally, I think getting a PG like they have on their team and a Mike Conley would go a long way.
Improved his shot from three. He plays a huge role for this Timberwolves team off the bench.
Well, I would tell young players today's assistant
64-83. So slow-mo, hands off to Edwards. Got Booker guarding him, giving him a little chicken wing, fighting for position. Half spin, kick into the corner to Walker. Heavily contested three, no good. Eubanks with the board, kicks it up to Beal.
With your assistant coaches and you're developing, understand that they're going to be the future head coaches.
Gordon to Blanks. Ooh, how did he hit that? Torrey Jones, favorite player in the NBA again. Again.
Here in game 3, trailing by 17, 3:50 to go in the third. Monte Morris, Reed, Anderson, Alexander Walker, and Edwards on the floor for the Timberwolves. McDaniels and Towns both with 4 fouls. Reed connects.
Wide open on the corner again.
And the miscommunication from the Phoenix Suns, I understand that Suns fans' reaction there. Just a simple dribble handoff, no communication. That leaves Anderson open for that pass of Naz Reid in the corner.
Who hit that, Book?
Also, I would ask my coach, why are we spending our time living off of difficult shots?
Said, I'll settle for 35. They have attempted just 15 threes thus far tonight, and they've gone around 28 minutes of game action since their last make from 3.
And that was pretty. That was fucking pretty. It's kind of scared that was going in because the move was so perfect.
Well, if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves, part of being an elite defensive team for the course of a season is taking away what the other team wants. The Phoenix Suns, they don't have the depth. They don't have the
I need a pros and cons list.
That they can pull out to beat you.
A pros and cons list, he says.
Yes. No. I have an idea for content already.
They're able to pressure you and force you into those free throws. Because free throws, they can hurt you, but threes can beat you.
And right now, Minnesota 12 of 28 from 3, and Phoenix just 4 for 15. You just
got to think, if you're the owner, you need to make a pros and cons list, and you need to break it down, and then you need to then move it to the next spot with these pros and cons. Okay, whose fault is it? Coaching, players. Then you got to go through that whole thing, and then there's a whole lot of thought.
Durant to the rack. Nice pass over to Blanks for the
bucket.
If
I'm being honest, I refuse to believe. Well, I can't say that because you do have a lot of money in your big three. But I refuse to believe all three of these dudes are just not, you know what I mean? Are not capable. But I do think you need to surround them around with younger, hungrier, hustle players, not older role players.
It's very simple, man. Center depth, point guard depth.
Yep.
Run it back. New coach. You know, that's all I'm asking for.
The only reason you say run it back. Well, I mean, the only reason why you say run it back is because you don't have a choice at this point.
No, I want to run it back. I want to keep the big three.
I know you want to run it. I know you want to run it back. But what I'm saying is, like the way we talk, you don't have a choice because of the way the roster is constructed. You're basically going to bring this entire roster back again next season with the moves that you've set up. Mm-hmm. You're bringing back in the Seer. You're bringing back a Grayson. You're not bringing back Bobo or Royce O'Neal at this point.
I bring back Bobo and Royce.
You're bringing back Roddy. You're bringing back Eubanks. You're bringing back Gordon.
Type shit, you know?
So that's why I'm saying you got to think, okay, do you think that the players you put together are good or not? And then you got to evaluate the coaching on it.
Here in the playoffs thus far as we check in with Cassidy.
Conley over to Anthony Edwards. Screen by Nas. Kicks it to Conley. Screen from Gobert. Kicks it to Walker. Down to Gobe. And a foul from Ublanks.
Devin Booker expressed that he has frustration with.
And this is hire coach, but I don't know what coach I would hire.
Especially when things turn bad, saying we've kind of separated ourselves instead of being together.
Someone said Bobo deserves better rate.
Kevin Durant was saying.
I mean, I think Bobo deserves more of a shot to play some minutes, but I don't think he deserves that much better. Find a PG this offseason. That would be nice.
A real good PG, you know, a PG that makes you go,
Playoff emotions can be what separates teams in the playoffs. And Bradley Beal saying, we're human beings. Everything's not always going to be perfect, but if we work through it and hold each other accountable, we know.
So is this KD trade request incoming?
Is going to do it but us. And guys, even though they're playing against the Timberwolves, it seems their biggest opponent is really themselves.
And it has not worked out so far tonight for them, Cassidy. Down 17.
Beal, screen from Eubanks.
Now plus 29 in third quarters in this first-round matchup. Timberwolves trying to win a first-round series for just the second time in franchise history.
Gordon into Book in the corner. Book pull up. Tough shot. No good.
The rebound. He and Towns both in double figures on the glass.
And we talked about they're 2 for 15 from three, but 2 of those threes were transition plays in that first quarter. So the Timberwolves have cleaned that up. They are
Ant baseline. Woo! What a finish! What a finish!
All right, Ant.
First finish from Edwards. Here's Beal screaming in.
Hey, Beal, good job.
The Suns
Corey Jones says Suns are maxed out for the most part. They have the 23rd pick to attach to Nas. That's about it. Yeah, bro. I mean, I would just draft a young player. And here's the deal. I would continue to play the young players on the roster. I don't understand why Frank never decided to play anybody. You traded for Roddy. You have Nas. You have young players that are capable of playing good defense and hustling, and you just said,
open three. Alexander Walker. It's good. You know, it's like you're just not even close to good enough to beat this Wolves team. It's kind of crazy they let us beat them 3 times in the regular season. It doesn't even make any sense, you know.
Conley underneath, read the flush.
Woo!
Look at James Jones.
James Jones,
look at his face, bro.
Bro knows it's over. Hey, bro knows it's over.
Put the pin down, bro.
Just walk away, James Jones.
Down, bro.
Just walk away.
Put the pen down, bro.
Put the pen down. put your credential badge down and go to the fucking parking lot, start up your car, and drive away.
Did you see?
We'll have someone pick up your box.
Face, bro.
He knows. He knows.
He knows they're cooked, right?
Yep.
Michael Kuzma says, leave James Jones alone. Look. There's not much more he can do. He had a pin in his hand like he was evaluating with a look on his face.
What are you evaluating? What are you evaluating?
Yeah, like, what are you
Come
evaluating,
on.
bro? Like, put the pin down, get out. Why didn't Eubanks get back to Nas Reed? Because this team has been allowed to have terrible coaching, bad habits all season long. That's why.
He's just gloating. He's just Tory gloating. Don't pay him any attention. This is Tory Jones's version of winning the Super Bowl is seeing the Suns lose in the playoffs.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. He's just,
Oh, I mean, it's like me. It's like me when the 49ers lost.
Yeah. Basically.
Okay, got it.
TC said
I'm here
Frank
for it.
gone, Jones
Understand.
gone. Sun's not even trying, says JR2. Stargirl says Suns are dead men walking. Yeah, it's like, it's embarrassing to say, but it's like, just end the game already. You're really gonna go out there and play a game 4? Really? There's no way around that.
Gabe, we're only in the third quarter too.
I know.
Front court, and now he looks like a genius.
I know.
That depth and size.
Brave says trade the whole future for this. There's a few things though.
Nearly another turnover.
Booker is gonna let the shot clock go out because whatever. And their defense is so good.
Yeah. You know the best part about this, man, is that
people love it when you see a team.
Booker is getting humbled, and he needed to be humbled. Booker needs to be humbled. Durant needs to be humbled, and maybe some other guys. I feel like Beal's very humble. But we talked about that, right? The arrogance. Remember early, like Bleacher Report this season, when I was talking about how arrogant they are, and you can see it in their play.
He is an owner that knows basketball.
You know, unbridled arrogance.
James Jones, Ishbia on the court, mad.
And that salary.
Bogle acting like he's trying to coach. Bro, no, he cooked. Bro knows he's cooked. What'd you say, bro? My mark up. Bro said, what'd you say to me? He says, I hope you read this, Sundo. I'm looking for it. Talking smack. What we saying, my guy?
You know what's going to be awesome is watching the post-game press conference. Oh, I can't wait to hear these cucks talk. Ant, step back, screen from Gobert.
Dirk needs to go after this season. Stress Hardy. I mean, possibly. KD quit on one team that didn't commit to winning. Here's the deal, though. This Suns team, you cannot say that they're not committed to winning because at least your owner wants to.
Yeah.
Should have been the A seed instead. Oh, you're saying you wanted to go that route so we could play the Nuggets.
No, I think it would have been. Was it the Nuggets? Did they get the first? Yeah, they did the first seed. You're right. No, you're right. No, maybe it was OKC. I don't even know. I will tell you guys, this is a good time to bring it up. Okay.
What's up? What are we bringing up?
You know, just because the Suns season is ending, I know a lot of you guys are just straight up NBA fans as well. Make sure you're subbed to Von Sanity because once we're done, we got probably one more stream of these Suns shitting
Von
down
Sanity,
their legs.
AKA we're Timberwolves fans for the rest of the playoffs.
No, I want OKC to win now. Now I want OKC.
Nah, bro.
They're my second team.
Nah, bro. Nah. Ant Edwards till I die.
It's fucking hilarious. you know. Yeah. I mean, I really respect and I like the Wolves now. I really like
now. Always respected them.
I thought they were a little bit fraudulent because they've been so fraudulent in years past, but I feel like they're getting over the hump now, and so now I'm respecting them more.
Well, they had a young team that had to get some game continuity.
Yeah. Yeah. What's game 4 gonna be like, dude?
I mean, do you remember what game 6 and 7 were the last 2 series? And game 6, and then that's what it's going to be like.
Hey, so are you down to dress like it's a funeral? We'll get in a
No.
Why?
Because I don't own a suit, bruh.
Okay, no suit, just dress shirt and black tie. You don't have a black tie?
I don't know, probably somewhere.
Dress shirt and tie for the Big Three's funeral. They're dead. They died tonight right in front of you, and you don't want to show respect. This is wild, people. I'm going to need you guys to really call Sundo out on Twitter and say this man shows no respect. That's true. Gary said, I'll send Sundo one of mine. Sizes should be identical.
Except for Gary, you're like way taller than me.
Man. You know, it's one thing I kind of feel and think is like, am I crazy?
Get loud. We're not getting loud.
We ain't getting loud. You can go ahead and put that down now. You can go ahead and stop, Suns media team. All right. Just relax and take a day off. We all knew they were frauds, right? Can we say that now?
What do you say?
We all knew the Suns were frauds.
Stop it.
Come on. Are we going to sit here and act like this season was what it was supposed to be? Come on.
No.
So it's better that it gets over sooner.
Yes.
You know?
I agree with that part if that's what you're talking about.
Edwards' floater is good.
Goodness, bro. Unless we go on some magical run.
But
the way this team plays defense, that is not going to happen.
In that third quarter, Phoenix was in the bonus the last 7 minutes and 46 seconds, but shot just 4 free throws over that span.
Yeah, I wonder if Frank Vogel was saying that. We got to get downhill. We got him in foul trouble in the first half. We're not hitting threes, and we're not attacking the rim the way we should.
Hey, let's take a look at the upcoming playoff schedule. Tomorrow, TNT, Cleveland at Orlando, Thunder and Pelicans, Miami hosts Boston, and then
I can't even keep up with the chat. There's just so much shit, which is great because that means there's engagement. Keep engaging people.
I mean,
hit that like button, by the way, too. Get more people in here.
Gary, that's the weird thing. I do still like this team better than last year's team. Come playoff time when Chris Paul's injured, you know, and not playing.
Well,
I still like this team. I just think we ran up into
what I'm saying. Listen to me. Listen to me. That's why I'm saying you need to ask yourself, and you need to look at this team and have a pros and cons. You need to really think about, like, hey, do you really think this team is that bad?
Kogel's in the game.
I know, but
hey,
get him in the game earlier. Remember, we discussed this too.
This was one of the issues.
You know what's happening right now? That's exactly what you said.
Which is, I said a lot of dumb things.
But that is just the extra effort that
you said that you would start to see minutes from other dudes when Vogel gets desperate.
So he can say, well, I tried. I did play him. No, you didn't,
and that's what's happening right now.
Took a while for them to get Bradley Beal up and running. So many injuries that he dealt with. Eventually, though, they did. He kind of took over a lot of the point guard responsibilities.
Really? So Beal's going to be the scapegoat for this team, huh? To the people, to the fan
Bro,
base.
they didn't even go. That's the problem is they didn't go through Beal.
Beal is the scapegoat right now. I'm seeing a lot of Beal hate.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
He ain't hitting. I will give him that. He's not hitting like he was to end the season. So Gobert kicks it out to Cat. Kicks it down to Gobert.
Woo! Look at Okogie's effort.
Out of bounds.
Look at Okogie's effort.
And how often do you see a 4-5 pick and roll? And actually, Karl Anthony Towns made the right read. And it's just right now, the Minnesota Timberwolves are getting anything that they want, really on both sides of the floor.
Just imagine if you played Okogie and gave him the amount of effort back like he just did right there. Or a Nas.
Kogi saves it from going out of bounds, gives it to Nurk.
Imagine
off to
a thick boy
Book
Roddy.
downhill, going to the line.
Giving effort. No Ish Wainwright Mallow because, you know, he's a two-way. Smooth Savage 28 with the $5 super chat. Honestly, should have expected this. We were subpar the entire season. We let them regular season blowouts make us overconfident with the Wolves. Absolutely.
They were bottom 3
yep.
A lot of statistical categories in that
Book's free throws good.
So being down what they are, but here's that 4-5 pick and roll. Yes, it didn't end up the way, but that's what you're looking at. That's amazing that you can run it. And if you make a mistake, Karl Anthony Towns will shoot the lights out from that top of the key spot. So they have so many different wrinkles and folds that you're seeing this year. That
free throw good. Ooh, Suns within 19, Sundo. You starting to believe?
And we have seen the ingenuity offensively from Chris Finch.
Boy, says all I just can say is Suns need to make major moves. There's no major moves to be made that doesn't involve a trade of one of the big three. That's it.
Conley to the rack, and it's good.
You are bringing this same team back next season. So you have to evaluate that. So if you're bringing the same team back next season, the first thing is probably got to go, Kogi with the dunk.
Good pass from Durant, though. Good save from Durant.
Kogi slams it down. But even in that first half when Phoenix was tied or down.
So basically you got to ask yourself, players or coach, which one do you want back?
In control, and then they break 3.
Obviously, you're probably going to go coach.
And Mike Conley, this is just a mismatch.
And whatever trades, whatever moves you can make, you know.
Nurkic to guard him at the 3-point line. That first dribble.
But Ruben, you don't got a choice. That's just the reality of it, right? There's just no reality of it. You're bringing this entire team back unless Durant asks for a trade or Beal asks for a trade or Booker. Like something like that has to happen.
Book bringing it up, guarded by McDaniels. Screen from Nurki, and I'm getting a lot of lag here.
And then like Tori said, like you could maybe trade Nas Little or Roddy in your first and get yourself a point guard that you want or something like that. But
and Booker saying, no, that's what you're calling me. McDaniels saying, yeah, that is.
Well, McDaniels snaps the ball out of Booker's hands.
Double tech.
Yeah, McDaniels snaps the ball out of Booker's hands. Then Booker waited for an opportunity to snatch the ball out of his hands.
Question is, I'm officially an Ant fan. I like, bro. I was an Ant fan after
Ant's
hearing
always
his,
been one of the most likable human beings on the planet. You know, game and off
court. Says now Booker wants to fight. Shakur says Beal has a no trade clause. That's my point, but that's the only, like I'm saying, everybody keeps saying we need to make these major moves. I'm saying that major moves are not happening unless Beal waives his trade clause and asks for a trade. That's one thing you can do. You trade Booker and Durant asks for a trade.
NBA First Round is presented by ESPN.
Then you can make a major move and maybe get some picks and do whatever. But until that, you have a first round pick and you're basically bringing the same team back.
I do not think for 1 second Durant or Book is going to ask out. And I don't think Beal wants to leave. It's not going to fall back on them.
I would tend to say I agree with you.
You know?
Exactly, Tori. No major move is going to make this team better. It's literally you're literally going to get a new coach, and The only thing you can do is start playing your younger dudes better. Start playing Okogie more. Start playing Nas more. Maybe you draft a point guard or a big man with this first round pick you got coming up.
Yeah.
And you just cut Eubanks or whatever, or maybe try to trade, but it's not, there's nothing major is going to happen. It's all going to be marginal moves. We're bringing this team back. That's just the reality of it. That's why I'm like, hey, the best case scenario is get a better coach.
Yeah. You make as much change as you can for the better, hopefully. And the most change you can make is the system, coaches,
Hey, Torrey Jones, I talked about that a few streams ago, and I was like, hear me out, bro. I said, hear me out, bro. You draft Bronny, and then I said, hear me out. And everybody was like, that's stupid. Why would you do that? But I said, hear me out. How crazy would that be? Now we'd be super old and have to rest everybody. But hey. That Tyrant says, how about not lose winnable games all year? Well, that comes with coaching and bad habits. So, yes.
Beatcast says, I'm unsubscribing if we lose. Well, you wouldn't be the first. Okay, we've had several.
Facts,
our subs been going up and down. Like we gain them, and then people get mad about the losses.
Boy, with the $2 super chart. Says, why did we not groom this year? He would have been a big role. Why did we not groom this year? Why didn't we not see what David Roddy had? Why did we not see what Azubike had? And then get him off the 2A, right? Why did we sign Isaiah Thomas if we weren't going to play him on? You know what I'm saying? Like all these things that happen, you're like, that could have been potential helpful moves,
bro. Let me tell you,
plays.
Let me ask you this:
happen. What's up?
In the beginning of the season, before the season started, if I would have told you that Yuta Watanabe would have such a bad season that not only would the Suns get rid of him halfway through the season, but by the end of the season, he'd say, I'm going back to playing in Japan. I'm out of the NBA. Because he's done crazy. It. He's going back to play for Japan. B Column C clearly with a $2 donut says Steve Nash should be the coach.
I don't know about all that, especially with KD.
Scott, it has been so impressive, and this would be the first time in franchise history that Minnesota takes a 3-0 lead in a series. Meanwhile, Phoenix has not trailed 3-0.
Beal corner 3 is good.
Since 2008.
Versus Sundo, we said these same things with Monty too and Devin. Yeah, but we didn't have Durant, Booker, and Beal at the time.
Bro, that timeout or whatever the fuck it was felt like a quarter.
TV remote says, time to rebrand as the Suns Fraud Podcast. We might do it. We might do it.
Suns Fraud Podcast.
Was their first
Suns Fraudulent Podcast.
3 minutes.
If you
pretty
told
much.
Me that, but then also told me the score, I could see
Book kicks it back to Kogi for 3. Wouldn't that have been nice?
Wouldn't that have been
nice?
Listen to me. I'm not about to do this thing where I'm like, oh my gosh, we should have been playing Okogie this whole series. I'm not gonna do it. But
very different coming down the stretch.
We should have been playing Okogie.
Look, no, but look what happens when you put somebody who's going to give you effort and is hungry, right?
2.4 seconds.
Colton Dodd.
What up, Colton?
As a Mavs fan with a mid coach, I think having a good roster is more important. What do y'all think about trading Book but keeping KD and Beal?
Just depends on what you could get.
It depends on what you can get, right? But I have no comment because people will think that I'm hating on Devin Booker for the millionth time. Gordon for 3.
Gordon, no good. Conley tripped up by Beal.
Knicks, what's good, homie? Appreciate you, bro. Since your team was on the way out.
Adrian Griffin needs to be
special.
on the top of the
Chill
list.
Out, Knicks.
Euphoria.
And a whistle here is going to go against Phoenix.
Winnick says, I knew Frank would make the correct adjustments when it was too late. Yes.
So you have 3
yes.
team fouls.
And then he would say,
well,
I tried.
They already have 4 on Minnesota, so the Suns in the bonus already in this quarter, and the T-Wolves creeping up on it.
Slow-mo.
You notice that so if you notice I have this marker in my hand, because seeing James Jones with that pin made me want to feel official, so I'm just sitting there twirling this pin around.
Yeah, like you're doing something.
Like I'm doing something, right? Because it makes you feel good. Like you got a pin in your hand, a marker in your hand, you feel like you're doing something. Smooth Savage, $5 super chat. Hell no to Steve Nash. He was a horde coach. The Suns need someone that's experienced and knows defense and offense. Keep the big 3, get a better coach. I'm tend to agree with that one. And maybe that better coach will play the young players that you have on your team that you traded for, that you can bring back again next year, that you need to be part of your good rotation, like a Nas Little, like a Roddy, like a Okogie. Get yourself a young point guard or young backup big. Figure it out. Right.
First time we've heard the Phoenix Suns crowd in about a quarter and a half. Yeah. And that is unusual.
Oh, did he miss the first free throw? Is that what they're cheering? Because they want free chicken?
I think they're cheering for that, yeah. And the overall fact that the Suns are pulling a fake comeback right now. You know?
No free chicken.
16-point Minnesota lead. Here's
Gordon into the paint, kicks it out to Durant, pulls the 3, and he drills it.
Uh-oh.
There we go. Suns down 13.
The lead down to 13 for Minnesota.
Cat gonna get stripped by Okogie.
Wow, Okogie. No,
I think he stepped out. I think he stepped out. Yeah. But great hustle. Great hustle.
Wow, bro, you put somebody in with hustle. Imagine that.
And again, now they're starting.
Oh yeah, you're definitely out of bounds, bro.
Good hustle though.
Because of the pressure, not able to get it to guard, tries to bring it up. Josh Okogie does a good job. He's actually brought a tremendous amount of energy.
My Booker shoes are going to be in tomorrow, man. I'm pretty excited.
If the possible comeback happens, you definitely credit Okogie. I know, but you definitely credit Okogie, right?
Yeah.
40 to go in the fourth. 13-point Minnesota lead. Conley lobbing it over to Alexander Walker. He gets fouled.
Great block by Okogie, though, to stop that from being an and one. You already know it, Burner. We got the whole NBA right where we want them.
And you just see there's just not a lot of defensive pressure there. Even there, a simple skip pass. I know that Eric Gordon is in a tough spot because he's got to be in help, and then he's got a guy that's hit.
Knicks, I disagree. And also, I don't think you can't do it right now.
Where's the person to make
with the way the roster's built?
It just hasn't been there for the Suns consistently.
When will Booker leave Phoenix?
Phoenix.
Probably never or very tail end of his career.
Either 3 or 4 in the fourth after they
Yeah, something tells me that he don't want to leave.
Minnesota, meanwhile, 13.
It's his franchise. Beal, screen from Okogie. Another screen, gonna pull up. Yum. Needed it. Down 12. 7 minutes to go.
In this fourth quarter.
That timer says, oh, now they hitting threes. Exactly.
Look at Okogie's effort, man. Look at Okogie's effort.
Beal on Ant. That's
too
Edwards. Easy.
What a finish from the young superstar Anthony Edwards.
Roy says, Vogel playing checkers, not chess, remember?
Now Edwards, guarded in the backcourt, will get it across just in time.
Edwards. Screen.
From Gobert. Edwards sees the C's.
Downhill. Going to the line.
Dang, Okogie.
Reclaiming the game with with things getting dicey in the middle of the fourth.
And when things get a little dicey, get it to your best player and tell him to attack. Right there.
Damn, that's such a good take, bro.
Working,
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to work tomorrow.
And that's what kind of
You have the option?
I do now, yes.
Timeout taken.
Oh, well, I can explain. I can't explain on air HIPAA law, but I can explain to you off air as to why.
Welcome anybody just
actually here.
joining.
I'll text you. I'll text you.
Yeah, man. I wish there was. I hate to say it. I hate to be that guy, but I don't even want to play Game 4, bro. I'm done. Fucking over this team. This play is under review. Oh. That's what I figured. Now, does PT stand for part-time or physical therapy?
Physical therapy.
Okay. Liam William Bale says 1 a.m. so late. Yeah, some of you guys, it's already 1.
And then I sent you the rest of it.
Yeah, I see.
So, yeah. Now, you're not supposed to use them on weekends because whatever, but I'm up late. And I definitely jacked it up again at work today. So, why am I talking to you?
I don't know.
Hold on a second.
I hurt my heel on Monday. Like my Achilles and heel's been like so tender I could barely walk. And I tried to play on it Wednesday. I did play, but I was definitely not full speed 100%. And ooh, that would have been sick. Now, would that have been paid?
Partially.
Minnesota, being that the challenge is successful, Phoenix will retain their timeout, and the ability to challenge.
That'd have been amazing.
The Olympics are going to be completely different.
I've seen the Suns give up worse than this, but they basically gave up at points. They just absolutely could not close out on shooters. They couldn't. You combine that with just getting abused in the paint, not a good recipe.
Wanikin, number 1. I'm gonna be mad if we go 6 games with anybody.
That one's gonna hurt. That one's gonna hurt.
Being that the challenge is successful, Phoenix will retain their timeout, and the ability to challenge.
Well, the challenge is successful. So what do you win, Phoenix? Well, you just win a different assignment to the foul. Still free throws. And Edwards.
Styles, right, bro?
In the face, and now I'm going to hit myself in the face.
You can blame Beal because he coached him into this, right?
Correct, as he says, they don't
wow,
get to
my
keep their
headphones just
timeout
died.
because it was a mandatory timeout.
Oh, good job.
Kind of
The
fitting,
opportunity to challenge, and they have one
Think
timeout
about it. It's
left.
kind of a fitting end to the season.
That might be the nicest Tony
You're going to charge your headphones?
Normally he's telling me to be.
In general, people are nicer to you over
Bro
here
needs to charge his headphones.
over there.
That is very, very true, and understandably so.
Yeah, I mean you're great.
No,
out of competition.
Out of competition.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's keep the.
Beal bringing the ball up, guarded by Ant. Gets a pick from Okogie. Guarded by Gobert now. Beal drive, step back 3. Oh, hits.
For Bradley Beal, is it just too little, too late for Phoenix? They went 33 minutes without a 3. And now they've caught fire in the fourth, 5 of 7.
And gets a pick from Gobert. Guarded by Beal. Kicks to Conley. Conley to the corner to McDaniels. Tipped out of bounds by Eric Gordon. Now what are you doing, Gabe? Can you hear me, Gabe?
And even when you look at the lineup here, they've got 4 guards in Rudy Gobert. Is that Chris
Conley inbounds. Kicks to Ant. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Ant doubled. That's the no. What are you?
Unreal. Absolutely unreal.
That was a bad call.
No more fouls.
Oh, you didn't swipe at him. Okay, you're stupid.
Swiping. You're going to get called for that every time. Yeah, and that's why Vogel's frustrated.
He should be frustrated, but my point is, with no Naz Reid, no Karl-Anthony Towns, the Phoenix Suns hitting threes, Chris Finch goes with the group that can put that pressure up and force him down to Rudy.
Can you hear me, Gabe?
Playoffs first round rolls on Saturday night, 8:30 Eastern, 5:30
No.
Pacific on ABC. With game
Bro didn't even put in like no backup headphones, nothing.
The NBA countdown crew begins
Don't
their coverage
hate.
at 8 Eastern.
Sorry.
Edwards 3 of 3 from the floor in the
They're
quarter,
charging. I
4
can
of
hear you.
4 from the line. He's
Beal.
up to 28 points,
Gobert guarding.
8
Kicks it to
rebounds, 4
Gordon.
assists. And
Lefty.
Edwards had
Nope. No
great
good, but nice.
defense.
Ugh.
Gordon
Almost
unable to finish
offensive
in
rebound
Minnesota
from the Cougs.
with possession.
Well, and look, it's not just Rudy Gobert blocking shots. It's Anthony Edwards, it's Jaden McDaniels, it's Naz Reid. They have multiple guys that will come over and block shots and make plays on the ball and get deflections. That's how you get this level of defense that they have.
Edwards sizing up Beal, and a foul on Beal. And now Edwards is going back to the line. Both teams are in the bonus.
Frank, shut up.
Let's just see. Check it out. Yeah, it's that grab.
He's grabbing his arm.
I'm just look. Did I do that as a player? I wonder, because some of these things are obvious that the players are.
Well, tonight we've had a remarkable amount of.
Gabe Body is here, but he's not. Man, for real. Gabe's just sitting here and it's like, whatever. He's dead inside.
I mean,
just confused when they call.
you know, I was just responding to a tweet.
Ryan McKnight says they couldn't even get fans to wear the shirts. Facts.
With his 7th 30-point playoff game.
Is he grittying mid-game?
Who grittied?
Oh, this is Anthony Edwards' record.
He just grittied, bro.
And truly,
who?
the time Anthony Edwards is probably done here in Minnesota.
Nikhil Alexander-Walker.
Now the career scoring and
That's funny.
rebounds from Kevin Garnett,
Right?
that's going to take some time. But I think Anthony Edwards has the ability to own pretty much every scoring record from basically coming in and being a 20-point-a-game scorer.
BC, there will be no rebuild this offseason.
7 of them he's scored 30, including his first. You and I called that game in Memphis, and were just taken with not just his poise, but the way you could see his competitive spirit rise to the stage of the postseason.
Hits the free throw.
And what's fascinating about tonight's performance, Richard, is he has a 30-point game, and he's just done it in a seamless, smooth, efficient way, never fighting the game.
It's Ant, Durant guarding. Step back for Ant, and it's no good. Don't worry, though. Don't you worry your little hearts, because they're going to get 2 offensive rebounds and a McDaniels putback dunk. Okay? So don't worry about the fact that they missed.
Now Beal's limping.
And don't worry, because now Beal's hurt. And don't worry, because Gordon just threw it away. You know? Ooh, Book with the steal. Pushes it up to Durant. That's tough. Nice finish.
Frank goes to timeout.
Suns with that layup cut the deficit all the way down to 15. All right? Burners have 4 minutes left. It's go time. Exactly. Now they'll put it together.
They're doing the clapping thing is ridiculous, bro.
I bet you the fans are not happy about this little. The Reaping says, do you guys hate your team? I don't say I hate them. There's more just disappointment, sadness.
Make some noise for the board.
I want you to take a look at this third quarter masterful defense.
Gordon bringing it up.
He's in those
Kicks to
This
book.
is a replay. This is a replay.
You didn't let me finish on the instant replay. And then
now he gets out. Now he switches out on Royce. Now watch this stunt that he gives to Kevin Durant. Gives the stunt, gets back, active hands.
You're just always cutting me off.
Phoenix Suns into a shot clock violation. That is just masterful team defense. When you talk about Naz Reid and the sixth man of the year, yes, a lot of it's his scoring and stretching the ball, but he has made such an improvement on the defensive end. That's what I'm saying. This is a collective team defense that is so hard to find an area in which you can attack.
Cassidy told us a story earlier about
Conley over to McDaniels or Nikhil. I think that's Nikhil. Conley crossover, stepping out, throws it down to Gobert, who's got Beal on him because that's the way we run our shit. Okay, and no good. Suns get a stop, a rare stop.
15-point Minnesota lead, 3:55.
Hey, at least we have 99 points.
Game 3. Timberwolves with a 2-0
It's true.
series
We're
lead.
going to score 100 this game.
Possibly.
Hashtag right where we want them.
Booker, 21 points tonight. 7 of 13
Book
from the
between the
floor.
legs. Guarded now by McDaniels. Crossover. Going to the rim. Stops. Pumps.
Can't finish it.
Misses.
Here comes
That
Edwards.
was rough.
One-on-one with Gordon.
Anthony Edwards wisely dribbles it out behind the three-point line to run some clock and set up their offense as you should in the
Another little
playoffs.
snippet of the evolution and maturity of the 22-year-old star.
And
Edwards,
Hezzy's
5
drive,
for
step
two,
through,
gets
fouled by Beal in the paint.
Anthony Edwards back to the line where he's 9 of 9 tonight.
And as Anthony Edwards is taking his time, he's already an efficient 10 for 21, just under 50%. But I like it, as you mentioned. He kind of has a one-on-one break.
You guys wear a brown paper bag over your heads for game 4.
That would be good,
I'm not
Cody.
doing
That would be good.
That is pretty funny.
Dress shirt,
Logan says
black
who's-
tie, and a brown paper bag.
That would be funny.
That's good.
Logan says, who is taking the blame? Someone has to. Well,
We'll see in the post-game
like I said,
press conference who
we'll
takes
see in the
it.
post game. But I think you got to really just decide for yourself. Do you think that this team is talented enough? Which, by the way, I mean, I think there's plenty of pieces on this team that have effort, athletic. You just see Okogie playing and the effort he's putting together. Now imagine having him and Naz, but they weren't played. Look, see how
that hurt.
See how Okogie got back on defense? Wow, Edwards, you can't do that. That's real rude. He was doing a suck it.
Yeah, that was definitely a little something extra on this pass right here to Rudy Gobert. We've seen Rudy Gobert out in the transition break a few times this year. That one ended just the way they wanted. Okogie doing his best. But just not Rudy Gobert, too big, too strong. And
But see what I'm saying? Like, the effort there. Like,
oh, yeah, 100%.
Effort.
100%.
The player's being reviewed to see if it's potentially flagrant.
Well, it's definitely going to be a flagrant. The question is it going to be a flagrant 1 or 2? All that you need is contact that is deemed unnecessary.
back to your question, Logan. I think you really got to ask yourself, is it coaching or is it team?
Laker fans might
I think the team has more than, I think the team has enough talent on it. I think your coach just refuses to play certain players and the rotations are so bad.
And they're missing
That's just where I'm
crucial
at.
pieces. They're missing a point guard.
And that's just where I'm at with it, right?
backup
I think it's a little bit of both, but you just look at the team as a whole. And I just feel like you had more than enough pieces to be better than this at least. I'm not saying you beat the Timberwolves, but you don't get swept, right?
Steve, what do you think here?
Yeah, Ryan, a lot of things come into consideration here. And as you referee the game, there's definitely wind-up, impact, and foul. So it's definitely a flagrant foul. It's now a matter of 1 or 2.
Sundo, I don't think they're deep enough. You might be right. I would differ and say we never got to find out, and maybe we never got to find out because Frank sees them in practice, right? But we never got to see, we never got to see Okogie later in the year to see if he was worth putting in the rotation. We never got to see Nas. We never got to see Roddy. He just kept playing the same 8, 9, and never got to see those young guys play. Who knows? Those young guys could have helped the series playing good defense. Flagrant too, bro.
But I need for people to understand and why this wasn't a flagrant foul until, 3 to 5 years ago. You are trying to go and block the shot. You're trying to get the ball. What they were trying
Gary, I mean, we've talked about the point guard situation a million times. That's never got remedied, but
Kogi and say he was trying to make a terrible attempt at the ball, but ultimately to be thrown out of the game for plays like that, that is not something.
You don't think that's a flagrant 2?
I think it's a flagrant foul. I think it's a flagrant foul.
You think it's a penalty 1?
If we're throwing players out of the game for those plays, I think that just becomes a little bit of a.
But I like the context.
Missed free throw there from Gilbert.
An official in that moment where it's, hey,
Okogie had a little bit of fire. Hey, everybody should just get a flagrant so they can go back to the locker room.
And he said, you're setting a tone, but you're not necessarily just talking about that specific play. If that specific play happened.
Oh, no, Tori, I agree. But what I'm saying is we never got to find out if any of those dudes fit specific roles in our teams. That just never happened.
Just that singular play. And in this moment, you might want to say it, okay, we're going to eject them. But would you call that exact same play 2 minutes into a game?
Because, Frank just never did it.
Conley can hit the 3.
3 no good for Minnesota. Booker with the rebound and bringing her up. Down 20. Kicks it over to KD from Gordon. KD in the post. Turnaround. Fade away.
Hey,
off the backboard
we scored 101.
There you go.
I can't believe it.
I saw that flagrant foul penalty too.
There you go, baby.
When you start looking around the league, there's going to be some fan bases that are questioning that.
Conley back to Ant. Ant downhill, crossover. Going to kick it over here to Alexander Walker with the brick from 3. Now he wants to miss. Book in transition, kicks it to Beal. Beal pulls the thrizzle and drizzles it. Ready for another fake comeback? It's too late.
4 comeback happening. Comeback happening.
Wide open. Wow, he just, decided to run some clock off instead of shooting that, but that would have been a wide open 3.
32 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Edwards jumper, why not?
Fade away from Ant on the baseline is good. Beal's grill.
Who has 16 in the 4th, and that guy and all his chains are fired up.
Anthony Edwards 16 in the 4th. That is when the stars show up.
Beal, another 3.
Wow.
Another Fugazi 3 for the Suns.
This has only happened because they're not playing as hard on defense.
Right.
I've noticed that they're sort of just kind of not really playing as hard as they've been playing, and they're just letting us take those shots, and they're going to run clock. So, definitely a fake comeback.
Going to the line.
Is going to shoot 2. Him and Durant acknowledge each other.
So if you're the Phoenix Suns, obviously this is.
Connie says this whole series is on Book.
Pretty much puts you in a very, very.
I'd say it's a team effort.
Booker certainly was not the hero that he
definitely gets his fair share.
Is for us,
A miracle effort. It's never 0%. They still have a chance. But to me, the Phoenix Suns, I said this
Not
last
the
year,
hero
or at
he
the
used to
beginning of
be
this year
for
after
some
they traded
reason.
for
I
Bradley
don't know
Beal.
why.
When you look at these teams and they all come together, oftentimes it's that second year. It's that second year that you can bring it together. You know, LeBron won
Call
in
of
Miami,
Duty.
Cleveland, LA in the second year. The
Ooh,
Lakers
snatch back from Beal into a three. No good. Rebound Conley. Under a minute to go here. Almost got you guys out of your misery. Just hang tight.
Solidify your roster. I think getting Bradley Beal when they did, they've got a lot of talent, but I don't know if their roster is as complete as what they need to compete in this loaded Western
Edwards, nice little dagger there at the end too, to just pour some salt onto the open wound.
Surprised that Chris Finch still has him and some of his starters.
Booker to the rack for the dunk.
Guess at this point he's thinking he can just leave him out here.
22 seconds on the shot, 30 on the game. Game almost over, folks. Don't you worry about that. Cannot wait for these post-game interviews, and we will have them here for you so you guys can hear from Frank's cockmouth himself what's going on.
But I also want to take a moment to talk about Cassidy and her report about Michael Conley. If you watch this
Outcome
game,
the
last
Stars.
5 minutes, Karl Anthony Towns and Naz Reid are on the bench. This isn't about me. Karl Anthony Towns is an all-NBA player. But they needed to have smaller.
Maybe Suns can move to Seattle. That's crazy. Graves. Katie would love that though. You know, he's always talking about how he wants to go back. I think it's honestly, I think that's what he's waiting on. I think he'll wait for the NBA to put a franchise in Seattle, and then he'll go there.
How you get it done, who's on the floor, who's scoring. It's just, can we finish this game the right way? Shout out to Chris Finch.
If it happens in the next few years, if it happens in 10, he ain't playing no more.
Roddy Rich with the ball.
For them to play the defense that what they were needed against the Phoenix
Kicks it to Royce for an air ball three. How do you like that? And that'll do, pig. That'll do. 126-109. Phoenix Suns lose 0-3. Dead in the water. Completely dead in the water.
Dribble this one out. And for the first time in franchise history, the Minnesota Timberwolves have a 3-0 series lead.
And there you have it.
This is crazy, bro.
As soon as these post-game interviews pop up, we'll have them for you.
Never thought we would be down 3-0. I could see 3-1. 3-0, I never saw.
I didn't see 3-0 either. I mean, literally, it's like we beat them 3 games in the regular season, and then they just 3-0'd us right back when it actually counted.
Yeah, the regular season games don't matter. Exactly.
You know, lets you know who's actually better, who's actually the better team. All right, baby. Time for a Sundo synopsis.
Team with a coach that actually knows what he's doing and will make a good game plan. Look, man, it's to me, and I know people are going to argue with me in the chat. I just think that this comes down to coaching, and that's it. Yes, you have Booker and Beal and Durant, who are your big three, and yes, Durant's aging, and yes, Booker got punked in the series, but
bro, can we really say that it's all on coaching? I know that the coach has to go, but it's not all. It can't all be.
I would like to have seen better game plans this whole entire season instead of just dribble, take your shot. Having teams with bad habits all season, right? Just things like that. And I'm not going to put it, and TC's right. You don't put it all on the coach, but you can put it on GMing. Not having a point guard is a big thing, right? You can put it on ownership and GM for maybe not giving him the depth that he needed, but it's hard to get depth when you have 3 of your players taking up what? How many percentage of the salary cap? So, I mean, it can go either way, but I really do think with the bad habits that were formed, and I do believe that this team is talented enough, at least in some aspects, that you shouldn't be getting 3-0'd right now.
So are we just going to completely...
Should at least be a competition.
Are we going to just completely say that there's no way to come back 4-3?
You might be able to get the next one. You might be able to.
No. I'm talking all the way come back and win 4 in a row on them.
Oh, dude. I mean, the percentage of that is what? The percentage of coming back 2-0 was what you said was like 8%?
8%
what you
from
said?
3-0 or 2-0. 2-0.
No, 8% from 2-0. So
maybe not
3-0 has got to be way worse. I don't think it's ever happened.
Yeah, I'm joking. I'm totally joking. There's no way. It's not gonna happen. I'm just.
Okay. I'm about to say. I'm like. I thought you were like really trying to throw it out there. Like it's never happened,
bro. I didn't even think we were gonna win this game.
So.
You know? So, I certainly don't think.
I'm be honest. I had hopes that we were going to win this game because we were going to be at home and maybe, just maybe, there would have been a different game plan, or maybe we'd be shooting better. But no, their defense is just too good, right?
Way too good. And it's too good when your stars are going to shoot like they've never played basketball before. Like, shout out to Beal for ending up going 6 for 11 from 3. He pulled over 50% from 3, so not Beal, but Booker, 1 for 3. 0 for 4 from Royce, bro. 0 for fucking 4. Gordon was 2 for 2 in the first half, only got one more 3 attempt in the second, and 1 for 5 from Durant. This is 3 games in a row from Durant where he was very inefficient, or at least you could just say inefficient. Booker 8 for 15.
You can put that on. You can put that on defense though. Their defense is just that good though. So you can just put that on their defense being that good though.
A lot of it is, but also you got to knock down your shots in the NBA. When your team's strength is jump shooting, you have to jump shoot well. That's the team. That's what the team was built around. 3 jump shooters. And then Grayson, Royce, and Gordon, who can also spread the floor. That's what this team was built for.
I get that, but here's the deal, man. The complaints about Durant being inefficient, it's all good, but like, bro, he is getting older, right? That is to be expected from an aging superstar, right? And that's why you have the other two to sort of pick up the slack when he doesn't have it. But I don't know. There's a lot of things that need to be answered, and I don't have all the answers, and it's going to take the ownership, and maybe James Jones, maybe Matt Ishbia decides to go clean sweep and get a new GM, new head coach, and go that route. I have no clue what is going to happen. I just remember we were really happy when Sarver had to sell the team. We were so pumped.
I know what's about to happen.
What's up? What do you think's going to happen?
We're going to get curb stomped in game 4.
Yep. Okay. And then move on.
And then we get to move on and we get to start fixing things, which at this point, bro, I'm happy for. Like, I'm happy to move forward, man. That's what this team needs. You know? Let's just move forward, bro. It's over. We got exposed. Booker's been thoroughly exposed. Point book is dead. Okay? The whole point book thought process, it's dead. You got to get a real point guard in there. You know, Bradley Beal having to play the point guard position this much is hampering what he can do. I mean, he's your leading scorer tonight with 28. Let Beal be Beal. Let Book be Book. Get a point guard. And then I'm totally fine with keeping Nurk as our starting center because I like him. But you got to have another big who can I think you got to have at least one big that can shoot, right? Because the gravity around the center is non-existent in our offense. You can't pull anyone away from the shooters because the center doesn't put any sort of fear in you. None of our centers, not even Azubike. Azubike would have been the worst at shooting. Eubanks won't shoot, let alone can't shoot. He won't shoot. Nurk can't shoot. So we got to have a center who not only is big but can also shoot, or somebody like a Bobby Portis, which you can't afford. You see what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be tough.
You're going to have to use this draft pick to get that piece.
Absolutely. You can trade your draft pick on draft night. So if a center is you're going to get a good big shooting center. I mean, come on, it's almost impossible. You know, Juan Carlos says fire Vogel.
Juan Carlos says fire Frank. No way.
Let's go. Well, of course, and as they should.
On Twitter, I want to see it. I want to see it.
Mars Space says you guys should trade KD for some players and picks. Listen, I'm closer to a Kevin Durant stan than I am a Kevin Durant hater. Okay? I'm basically a KD stan. But there is a lot of sense in what he's saying, and I would be a fucking fool to sit here and act like Durant's not first on the list of who you move because he's the oldest, and no other reason than he's the oldest. And what did we see happen with Chris Paul? Once he hit a certain age, he literally fell off of a fucking cliff, brudda. So great comment. And I don't know why people aren't talking about it more, other than the fact that it comes across as hating on KD, and people are scared to hate on KD, you know. But it's
fire Vogel chance
to the, you know, due to age. I know he's not done, Concho. I know he's not done. I know. But he will be within the next 3-4 years. Within the next 3 to 5 years, he will be done. And so you still have, I believe, a lot of trade value for Kevin Durant. And every year, every half a season, that value starts to shrink. Let's not forget that Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson are available in 26. Would be nice to have some assets and some money to be able to go after those two guys. I'm still expecting us to get one of them back in 26.
Who are you talking about?
What
are you talking about? Sorry.
Mikal
what are you talking
Cam
about?
Johnson.
I don't expect to get one of them back in 2026, but
we're getting
I
one.
get what you're saying. Anyway, press conference got to be starting soon, right?
Can you guys find it? Anybody got a press conference link? See if I can pull this up.
I mean, it's definitely going to be on NBA TV, right?
Say what? Say what? Say what? Say what?
I mean, get your headphones on, nigga.
I can hear you, but you're mumbly.
You're mumbling. Right now on NBA TV is the Timberwolves coach.
Okay. Now, is that on like YouTube TV or what?
Yes.
All right, I'll pull that up then. Soon as Frankie brings his bald-headed ass out, we're going to show him. God, I can't wait to hear from Frank, dude. I cannot wait. Because you know he's going to be pissy. He's going to be in like a bad mood. He's going to be like, well, they just didn't do good enough. Well, you know, it's like, these refs. He's going to, dude never takes responsibility. If he does, it's like the minimal amount of responsibility that you can fucking take.
Jeff says, give the Timberwolves credit. They built an incredible team design for postseason success. Us, on the other hand, our GM ignored what needed fixing. This was the result. Yeah, dude. As soon as we saw the Timberwolves game 1, we knew, oh my gosh, this team is for real. And the way they were built together is going to be great. They're going to go on a deep playoff run, I believe. Well, I mean, they got to beat the Nuggets first, but I think they can do it.
Man, I'm ready for next year, bro. I'm ready for next season already.
Relax, we got to get out of this part.
It's just so clear to me what the Suns need. New coach, new GM, Bob Myers, Adrian Griffin, and new point guard and different backup center. One of those you can draft, bro. DJ Mike says start fresh. I don't want to start fresh.
Can't. I mean, you could, but it's going to be really hard to do.
I mean, you would literally have to go to Beal and be like, look, bro, we're blowing this thing up. Where do you want to go? Like, I guess force your way into staying.
No, not only where do you want to go. It's not even. It's not just where you want to go. Where do you want to go that can afford your contract and not do what we did?
I mean, you'd have to make it undesirable for him to be here by being like, A, we don't want you here anymore. We love you, but we want to move on. So pick a place. Also, we're moving one of the other big three. So do you really want to be here when we don't want you because we'd rather get something for you? But then, bro, and I don't want to do that at all. I want Beal and Booker. I want Beal and Booker to stay no matter what. I want Durant to stay, but if we're talking reality here and you have to move one, that's who I would move only because of age. Only because of age. No other reason. And you get some good draft picks, bro. I would venture to say that you could, from the right team, I think you could get 3 first-round draft picks for Kevin Durant. Still. From a team that's looking to go to the finals and they want to bring in the ultimate offensive weapon to help get them over the edge. You know? Earth Monster AZ says, where's the B Legendary book? Gone. I think B Legendary book was helped into existence, ushered into existence by Chris Paul. And
with the mindset. Thank you.
Say what?
I was going to say the exact same thing. It was a mindset brought to him by Chris Paul because Chris Paul was a good veteran who could really coach him up and help him out.
Chris Paul was just the perfect hand in glove fit while he was still healthy and young enough to play well, because everything that Booker needed help with, Chris Paul was a magician at. So it smoothed all the edges around Booker and helped him to be the best version of himself. That's why, Chris Paul's probably done now, but Ricky Rubio, B Legendary Booker had Ricky Rubio too, and he looked like that too in the bubble. Okay. He needs
all right, here we go.
He needs a facilitating point guard. Is it up?
Not yet. But the coaches for the Timberwolves, I can't remember his name. I don't mean to disrespect.
Finch.
Jason Kelly, that's not going to work. I'm pretty sure the Lakers wouldn't do all that for KD.
That would be insane. Or just bring in my guy LeBron. I've always been a LeBron stan. You know what I'm saying? My YouTube TV been botting out. I can't get it to pull up like we want. Freddie says trade KD for Jimmy Butler. That would be crazy.
And it's almost
huh?
Just doing
what channel is it on?
Reminiscing.
By the way?
NBA TV.
Okay. And that's not something we can switch to on playback? Not really. Law says keep KD. Everyone else should be on the table. It's just that KD's the oldest, man. And Beal's got the no tradeist clause. Juan says any possible Joel Embiid trade? Man.
You guys don't know what you're doing.
I doubt he wants to come to Phoenix. You know, I think we just need a backup center. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would never say no to Embiid. It's just, you know. All right, I think I got it working, bro. Might have the interview here for you guys. Alex Len, maybe, he says. Well, you know, would Len really be better than Eubanks? I guess Len can actually shoot. I'm going to just get a new computer, bro. We can't go into next season like this. We just can't. It's too sad.
As well. I blame your PC.
Say what?
I blame your PC.
Yeah.
I blame your PC.
It's old. Eddie saying trade Booker. I mean, I think here's the thing. Can you get Booker back to being B legendary Booker? I love that version of like calling him that version. Can you get him to being back to being B legendary Booker by bringing in a good point guard who can help take the pressure off of him? And simultaneously, you'll have Beal getting the same sort of thing. You get to go back to be legendary Beal, okay? And before you say anything, he did lead the team in scoring tonight and led us during that 7-game stretch where we went 5-2. We went through him. So imagine him not having to bring the ball up and just being the recipient of good passes and good ball flow. Come on. Spray Mace, I will say this. I think tonight Ant stepped past Booker's shadow officially. Is that fair to say, Sundo? In my eyes. I know a lot of people had already seen it that way.
Oh, Booker's on. Booker's on. Booker's on.
Right,
Booker's on. Booker's on. Booker's on.
It's not showing me, Booker.
Quit talking. Get your headphones on. You can hear me.
I got it.
8 assists in Phoenix's Game 3 loss.
Devin, how disappointing is tonight considering what was on the line in that third quarter?
Wow. I tried to fix the quality of the stream and it just froze.
Getting out of hand.
I mean, every loss in the playoffs is, we put ourselves in a hole.
Wow, we're really going to do that? Okay.
And we got to dig ourselves out of it.
Dig
Do what?
ourselves out of it.
So that's that.
When you said after the last game,
Going back down in quality.
when things get kind of loose that the team, sort of separates a little bit, where was that at tonight? Did you feel that as well tonight or no?
No, I think we just got beat. I mean, that was a point of emphasis for us going into the game, to stick together through adversity. So, the communication was there. We just didn't execute.
Just looking at defensively with Nikhil, him getting open corner threes, what do you think Alexander Walker
Gabe.
getting open corner threes, what do you think led to that tonight? Is that poor rotations? Is that
Yeah, poor rotations.
Gabe,
Book, when you look at the execution, what do you feel got away from you guys in that third
can
quarter?
you hear it on playback?
I mean, I'd have to watch it back. I just want to focus on the defensive side of the ball. They put up 126 points, and we've been keeping them around the 100 mark.
First half, and it seems like there's always a stretch in the third quarter that just things go just kind of off the rails. Can you pinpoint why it's always around that time in all three games?
No, I cannot.
Book, obviously, nobody's ever come back from the 3-0 deficit. What's kind of the message in the locker room after 3 games like this going into game 4?
I mean, just, play free, take it possession by possession. And that's what it is. I mean, I remember going down to the bubble, and it was the same thing. We had to win 8 to even have a chance. And, you just break them down. They all have their own personality, and you can only focus on one at a time.
Look, on nights like tonight when the fans vocalize their displeasure and disappointment with the boos, are you able to process that in real time? Do you think about it in the moment?
No, rightfully so.
In terms of their booing, you say
Yeah.
you say it's rightfully so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, from Devin Booker, we go to
Bradley Beal.
8 points in the loss.
Bradley, how would you summarize one like this where, you're in it at the half and then it just again got out of hand in the third quarter?
First, I want to give my praises to God. The third quarter kicking our ass, ain't it? Yeah.
You said that third quarter.
I don't know what you want me to say. Third quarters that we gave credit to as we do a good job on Ant and Cat early on in the games and making them force tough shots. Cat got in foul trouble. Start the third, Cat. I'm looking up Cat's 3 open-ass threes.
Open-ass threes.
Come on, we just shoot ourselves in the foot with a lot of stuff.
Okay. The rotations on the threes, Alexander Walker got multiple corner threes. Is it, going into the game, how much was that discussed? Okay, can't give up open threes. And then I'm just curious on that front.
I mean, it's a point of emphasis every night. I mean, coach comes in, puts it on the board. We have guys who we call lasers, who shoot the ball, really well, and their percentages are up there, their tendencies are up there. We just have to be better with that. Granted, a lot of stuff is about extra efforts, and, Ant-Man is going to take a lot of our attention, so sometimes we double them, sometimes we just show them a lot of bodies, maybe overhelp sometimes, but, they're ready to, they're telling their guys to shoot it on that first pass, and you can almost see it like every single time Ant fires it out, somebody's either catching and driving it or catching and shooting it. You don't really see it like a boomerang too much or the ball popping. Like they let it fly and they shoot it with confidence. And Nikhil was on the backside of a lot of those tonight. Hell, throughout the whole series he was. So.
Brad, obviously no team has ever come back from an 0-3 deficit to win a playoff series. What's the approach when you've had 3 games in a row that have followed kind of a similar pattern?
Just one game at a time. Obviously it's tough to beat a team that many times. Hell, they just did it. And we did it during the regular season. So, you just take it a game at a time. Obviously we won. It's the first of 4. Our backs against the wall, but you can't give in. You can't give up. You got to continue to compete. We got a good one on Sunday. And all you got to do is just give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance to go back to Minnesota. And just compete, man. Compete your ass off. That's all we can ask for.
Book had said he feels like when adversity hits, sometimes you go separate instead of sticking together. Did it feel like that in the third quarter tonight?
I think we have times in which we do it. I think we did a better job tonight of maybe coming together and not allowing that kind of just to linger over at times. I mean, throughout the year we've allowed it to linger over, but I think we did a better job tonight of kind of like making a run of our own. Granted, it was probably too late in the game, but just to show that energy and the effort is what we need from the start of the game and the start of the third, because obviously those are the two Achilles heels for us.
What goes on in the locker room at halftime here? What are you saying to each other? You know, it's a 6-point game. You're at home, and then you come out in the third quarter flat.
Yeah, we were energetic. I mean, we were confident about where we were, especially because we didn't play well, we didn't shoot the ball well, and we gave up, I think, like 9 or 10 offensive rebounds in the first half. And yeah, so, you know, given that, you know, we're only down 6 with that big of a margin on the boards, we're like, okay, we like where we are. We just got to tighten up our rebounding. And honestly, we just didn't make a lot of shots. We don't produce a lot of threes. We didn't make a lot of shots either. But it's tough to do that when we're always taking the ball out of the net. So it's kind of we got to get stops, B. Like, there's just only one way to put it. We got to guard. We got to defend a lot better. And bring the physicality to them because they're bringing it to us.
Brad, along those same lines, with the way they like to funnel you down to Rudy, what is, in your mind, the key to generate more threes as a team? You got a lot tonight, but just in general.
I mean, obviously it's ball movement, player movement, you know. Just getting the defense to collapse as much as possible. You know, they're a really good team. They pride themselves. I mean, they're the number one defensive team. You know, you got to give them their respects. But the way they utilize Rudy, they allow him to go one-on-one with any big who catches the ball, so they just fan out and deny Kevin, Book, me. They deny us all. And then when us three do have the ball, they're loaded up. They force me to go to the basket. They know I like to go to the basket. So they played me a lot of unders, and so I was looking for a lot of more threes tonight. But with Book and K, they just trying to be physical with them and just force them into a lot of tough contested twos and try to limit their three-point attempts, you know. So, I mean, they do a good job of executing their game plan. We got to be better with executing ours. It's the physicality of it, screening better, getting them guys open. Our setup's better. You know, it's just a collective thing, man. We all gotta take it a step or two higher than where we are.
Brad, over the season, we've seen you guys put together good stretches on either end of the court, but sustainability has been the main issue. What has that been like as a player over the course of the year? Because, like, for example, tonight, the threes are getting up, you're getting to the line, and then the middle quarters, that faded away. Just what has that been like? Where do you think the disconnect has happened for that to occur?
I'm not really sure what happens in those instances. But, I mean, I know for majority of it, you know, we do have times in which adversity hits and, you know, we'll kind of just get flat. You know, we got to get out of that, get away from that. You know, we have to continue to compete, continue to push. You know, teams are going to go on their runs just like we go on our runs. You know, that's the game. Why it happens, I wish I had an answer. I know that's probably not what you want to hear, but I mean, at the end of the day, we just control what we control, and sometimes we don't. Sometimes we try to do a little too much. And that hurts us. Sometimes our effort isn't there, and that hurts us too. So it's tough.
Can you describe the frustration when you don't know when it's going to click into place? Because, again, tonight it was there.
I mean, I'm not going to sit here and just say I cuss everybody out or I'm like beyond mad. Like, yeah, I'm frustrated about it, but just got to keep trying to get better. You know, keep working at it, keep improving. You know, I'm always a competitor, and I love to win. You know, I hate losing, just like everybody in that locker room. But it's up to us. You know, we got to figure it out and be on quickly.
You mentioned that adversity part and it being difficult to explain how that happens, but in your mind, is that from just maybe a lack of familiarity with guys, lack of time on floor together? Is it just...
I don't like making that excuse, man. Like we gotta go hoop at the end of the day. Like, you know, they lace them up just like we do. They know our game just like we know their game. It comes down to who wants it the most, not X's and O's and who's guarding who or what we're running on offense. Like it's about mano y mano and winning the matchup in front of you, you know, beating that guy and beating that team. And who wants it the most? You know, it's the playoffs, y'all. Like we know how this is. It's physical. It's tough. Like it's tough for teams to score over 100-plus points. And like that's the type of hoops that we have. But
not for the Wolves against us.
We're not dialing in on the defensive end, which is really kicking our butts.
To find more of that fight, is that a collective thing that has to happen? Is it someone stepping up? I'm just curious in your career what it's been to kind of get over that type of thing.
Oh, it's definitely a collective thing. One guy's not going to get you over that hump. One coach is going to get you over
Juan Carlos. That's the crazy part.
Like everybody has to step up and give more. You know? I think what I love most is we're willing
welcome to Phoenix, man. We're gonna send you to a Suns game,
it's
bro.
not the most ideal situation to be in, obviously.
It's a sign of things to come from Marvin Harrison right there. The next Larry Fitzgerald.
Head on. You know, he can't run from it.
Is there a sense of pride in that locker room right now to tell yourselves we're not getting swept at home on Sunday?
Can you turn it up?
I've never been swept a day in my life. So I'm
nice.
I can't. I'll be damned if that happens. You know, it's going to be tough.
I like his answer. That's my mindset.
It's going to be in the back of their mind. It's something that they want to go out and get done. I've been in a 3-0 situation, and you just want to just put that team to bed. So they're going to come out playing their best basketball on Sunday. You know, and we got to make sure that we match their intensity, if not better, and be prepared to win the game.
Man, Bill got such good answers.
He's honest.
He just really does.
He's honest and genuine, and he led your team in scoring again, and he's the whole reason we avoided the play-in. But, you know, we're gonna run things through Book and KD as if going backwards is what's going to fix things. You know, like what we're asking for when we ask for a point guard, a really good point guard, is basically we get some of those things from Beal when he's ran through as the point guard, when you let him initiate the offense. Well, they stopped doing that. And we went right back to being a team that's just not good enough. That's coaching.
And I like how we said, hey, we need a point guard. And they said, we got a point guard at home. Here's IT.
Yeah, we got you a point guard. And Frank's like, no, you didn't. It's like, no, yeah, we did. Did you see Frank? We gave him a 10-day. No, you didn't. No, we did. Okay, well, give him a second 10-day. Here you go, IT. No, you didn't. I still don't see him. Oh, but did you see we just signed him for the rest of the season, Frank? No, you didn't. Not as far as I'm concerned. Like, IT will get ran through on defense. He can't defend. But he could have made our offense run a lot smoother.
Anonymous says KD is a fool if he stays. I think KD stays, but I think it's going to be at the expense of a new coach.
Of course. Burner says Jersey Sundo equals wins. No Jersey Sundo equals loss.
I've never once wore that jersey, so you have no way to test that, and I'm not going to do it.
TV remote with 100
TV
rubles.
remote.
Does Booker really scored 50 against the Pels and then never showed up again? Come on, TV remote. He had other good games. But yeah, we certainly did. That's B legendary, Booker. We didn't get no B legendary this playoffs. None. The Wolves were like, yeah, you're going to be quiet. Dairy is what you're going to be. Sean says you guys are biased. As Suns fans, you think KD stays. He's not doing this again. He out. I mean, he might not stay, but I don't think he's going to ask out. Honest to God, I just don't see it. And if he does, okay, I'll look like a fool. But Phoenix is a great town It's a great winning organization over the history
Winning,
of time.
he says.
He's got, we're the 5th winningest team of all time. All right.
With no ring.
Talking all time.
With no ring.
He's got a owner.
With no ring, though.
That will answer his beck and call. I guarantee you, he and Book will have a meeting with Ishbia to talk about who stays and who goes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see why he would need to go somewhere else. But if you're offered some sort of deal you can't refuse, Godfather style, sure, let him go. Absolutely. For a great deal.
I think he gets let go if Ishbia decides that he wants to get some sort of future players or picks for the future. I think that's why he goes.
To try to salvage. Uh-oh, shut up, Frankie! Turn it up!
Sorry about that. Coach, I can only say this simple.
Look at this
What
cop.
happened tonight with this team in that
Look
third
at
quarter?
this
and
cop.
The game getting away from you guys.
Yeah, we got outplayed. That's on all of us. Win as a team, lose as a team. We got killed on the boards. This is a bigger, stronger team than we are, and we gotta compete and and win the 50-50 battle. I thought our guys gave the effort, okay, but it wasn't enough.
Coach, shut up, bitch! When you took the job, one of the things that you said that this was the best in the league, and where was that tonight?
Guys are competing. Okay, we're being outplayed.
Shut up, bitch! Just when you look at the way the defense were, rotations,
He's chippy,
guys
bro.
getting wide open threes.
Told you he would be.
Bradley said, hey, that was point of emphasis. Why were they able to get that many
Yeah, I
open threes?
gotta look at the film, but they got some guys that are causing some matchup problems for us, and we got to rotate. When we're trying to bring help to those guys, we got to rotate better than we did.
And shut up, bitch! What adjustments were you trying to make, and which ones just didn't pan out?
Yeah, we changed our coverage on Michael Conley because he really hurt us last game. We keep trying to mix coverages with Ant and with Cat, and we're mixing in some zones. So we're trying to mix pitches, try to keep them off guard some, but it wasn't good enough.
Shut up, bitch! Guys are competing, but getting outplayed. Where do you feel like in that third quarter stretch where it kind of got away, they were getting outplayed?
Yeah, part of it is they're making shots we weren't. Okay, and that slows your momentum down. Like I said, their guys are causing matchup problems that we're not getting out of well enough defensively, and then we're taking the ball out of the net too many times. I'm second game in a row. One of their role players really hurt us. In terms of Walker, Alexander Walker tonight, McDaniel's last game. Conley's been a problem. As not one of their primary guys in terms of Ant and Cat. That's come in and hurt us the last, each of the games, but in particular the last 2 games. Rudy's size has been a problem for us, and we got to figure it out.
Sure, shut up, bitch! To a certain degree, but it feels like when you guys have good process but miss shots, it kind of bleeds into other areas of your game. Did you feel that in the third quarter?
Sure, it's a two-way game, and one side always impacts the other. If you're not getting stops, it's hard to get the offense in rhythm, and if you're not making shots, you start thinking about that side of the ball instead of being locked into what you're supposed to do defensively. So you got to play through that. You got to have a next play mindset, and we got to be better.
Coach,
shut up,
back
bitch!
half of the third quarter has been when things have started to get away from you guys for 3 straight games. Now, do you see a correlation there? Do you think it's more just the way?
Yeah,
each
the
game
first
is
2
flowing?
games, I thought it was 2 different things. I got to look at the tape tonight. I really feel like we just missed a lot of shots, and we left some of their shooters open. And they were able to separate and get a lead.
You don't think it's a mental thing for the team?
No.
Coach, you talk about mixing coverages on Ant. Sometimes or oftentimes that first half, you're putting 2 on the ball, trying to rotate out of that. Did you see that caused a lot of problems, primarily in the first half?
Caused problems when we didn't double him. He can rise up and shoot over top of us, and he can knife through the defense. He's a hell of a player, and like I said, when we do bring help or double teams, we got to get out of those situations better than we're doing right now.
Shut up, bitch!
Coach, you said yesterday that you were possibly going deeper into your bench, and you did that with bringing Bowl in and also with Jo. So, did you like what you saw with Jo when you put him on Ant-Man in the fourth, or do you feel like you should have made that adjustment earlier?
I don't feel like we should have made it earlier, but we got down and we needed a spark, and that's J.O.'s role right now on our team. And he came in and did his job. I do like the juice that he brought to the game and the energy. A lot of times when you're playing from behind, you play more, reckless, so to speak, more gambling. And, we've seen that when we've had leads and teams do that to us. And, J.O. was able to come in and change the game from that standpoint. So, we'll look at everything going into Game 4 to see if we can slow these guys down.
Coach, when you look at the obvious stat, no team's ever come back from the 0-3 deficit. How do you approach? I'm sure one.
Yeah, it's an opportunity for us to do something that's never been done before, and we're going to embrace that. There's no quit in our group. We do have to take it one at a time. That's our whole focus is going to be, to evaluate again. Huddle up tomorrow and see what kind of adjustments we can make to win Game 4. I mean, you're playing for pride and you're playing for an opportunity, to keep fighting. And that's what this group wants. This group does not want the season come to an end. We know the competition in the Western Conference is fierce. This is a hell of a team that we're playing. So, we're playing for pride and we're playing for an opportunity to keep fighting.
Coach, when you hear the fans booing in the game, how do you and the team digest that?
That's sports. You get your butt kicked at home, the fans are going to boo. I don't blame them.
And then one of the things when you look at a game like this, are you surprised, upset, or angry that knew what was on the line and then just didn't have it to win this game?
Well, say the question again.
Well, I mean, just your feelings on it. I mean, because, you knew that if you lose.
We want this really bad, so it's disappointing. It's frustrating. We're all very invested in this, and we're all pouring everything we have into trying to bring these fans, a team they can be proud of. And, we feel like we can still do that, but we haven't played well enough in this series.
Is part of the frustration that the adjustments that are being made just aren't working?
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all in the same bucket of being outplayed.
Hey, Coach Ellie, I'll go by Sports 360 AZ. So when you're in the huddle in those third quarters and it's tough, how do you balance kind of not overdoing it with trying to get them going and just focusing on basketball in those huddles in kind of the dog days of the game?
Yeah, forward-looking mindset. Win the next stretch of the game, the next 2 or 3 minutes. You know what I mean? And lock into what is the task at hand, what your coverages are, what actions we want to be in offensively. I say our players have to have a next play mindset, but as a coach, that's how you have to lead your group. How do we win this next stretch? So, evaluate the areas where we're getting hurt in the game. If we're not making the extra pass, if we're getting killed on the boards, if a certain action they're running is hurting us, how do we clean that up, make the adjustments in game? That's what those timeouts are about.
Shut up, bitch! All right, let's take a look.
Bro said nothing. All right, well, that's all the press conferences that I want to hear.
Well, I mean, maybe we see if... Oh, wow, that puts us in the middle. That's crazy. Look at the screen. Look at the freaking screen. No. Go back. It looks kind of dope. Go back. It kind of looks dope. Yeah, go back.
Doesn't look good for the stream.
Yeah, it does. It puts us in the middle box.
Oh, hold on. I see what you're saying. Hold on.
See? That's kind of clean.
Hey, yo.
Try to relax. It's not that exciting.
Hey, yo.
And then I got some stuff
Shut
to
up,
block
bro.
the cameras.
At least it's a new option.
That's true.
It's a new option,
Maybe
man.
this whole,
you know what I'm saying?
Maybe tonight wasn't a complete loss after all. Look, we got Swoldo.
Yeah, now we need Douchegate.
I'll have to get that loaded up. I'm looking for my. I don't think I have it.
Look, man, I'll say this much. It was a fun season.
Here we go. That's perfect right there. Triple the Sundo,
was it really a fun
triple
season?
the flavor. Okay?
I hate you, bro. I just really do.
I don't want to
With
rebuild.
my nappy beard and everything.
See people saying rebuild. No to a rebuild. Just retool and try again. Retool, try again. And if one of the big three goes, who do you want it to be, Sundo?
Who do I want it to be, or who I think it's going to be?
Who would you prefer it be?
I think it's Kevin. I think it's Kevin Durant.
Just because of age, people. Right?
Just because of age. Just because of age, you don't want to trade Booger because he's the youngest. Beal has a no trade clause. He just becomes the odd man out, right?
He's also young-ish too.
And so that's just what I'm saying. Plus, I want to be right from my video from 9 months ago where everybody said that I was an idiot.
What this
and now
boils
look at where we
down
are.
to for you is personal
That's really what it boils down to.
grievances.
Want to be correct.
You know, you want to be able
I
to
was told
retweet
I was
that
stupid.
video out. And
You're thinking too far ahead. Let us enjoy the season.
You didn't like that.
Sorry
did
that I
you?
saw potential problems in the future if this didn't work out.
Retribution, Sundo. No, it shouldn't remind you of that, burner. Don't read it. I told you not to read it. I told you
This
not
dude
to read
just
it.
lost his wrench. He lost his wrench.
Ooh! That was a wrench loser. Mark Cup says correct. People act like KD's 26. He's 36. He needs to go. It's going to happen. Like, he's going to fall off at some point. He's a human being. He is a human being. Now, the gamble you take is, do you think he's got as long as LeBron's got in him? Because if he's got as much as LeBron's got in him, maybe you don't have to let him go because that's 4 more years. 4 more years.
I hate you.
Okay.
Katie says it's time for Gabe to spend time with his wife before she works the next 2 days.
Pipe down, woman. All right.
That's crazy. Well, it's time for me to go to bed too. My alarm for
It's
work is
late.
about to go off.
It's
My
late.
alarm
I'm
for
not
work is
saying it
about to
ain't
go off
late.
in 2 hours, bro.
Well, you ain't going to work.
That's not what that doesn't matter. It's not what I said. I'm saying the alarm is going to go off in 2 hours.
White Owl Blunt says, can we sign Biden to play point guard? I think Biden would die if he tried to dribble the ball one time. So probably not.
Everything is crazy how y'all positive despite this. I mean,
who's positive? I'm just not gonna cry myself to sleep because I mostly saw this coming. You know, it hurts a lot worse when you don't see it coming, bruh.
no, it's not just that. I'm just not gonna let a team ruin my day.
I'll let a team
I know
ruin
you
my
will.
day.
I won't, bro.
But what
we got
if-
way better things to worry about.
Now, Obama at the point, that's not a bad idea.
Like this.
Show him again, since you're so proud.
Oh, because it's got my government name on it, and I don't want Bernie to see it.
Well, too late. You already showed it. You already showed it. I think Trump's more of like a power forward. You would think, right? With that body, he could throw that. He's like a Roddy body, but all fat, all fat though. One step closer. It's gonna happen at some point. We keep doing this channel. Anonymous says Denver Nuggets are winning again this year, bro. That's one reason I could say, guys, it's almost better to have this done because of reality, people. I know some of you are young, so I'll just ignore you. But I'm talking to you adult Suns fans. Suns fans over the age of 20.
30.
What did you think was going to happen next round versus Denver? Do you have any idea of what Aaron Gordon's dick would taste like again? Not good. It'd be on the sour side. So get it over with now, especially with a sweep, which ensures Frank is out. Okay?
What if Frank doesn't get fired?
He's getting, dude. I know
There's always that possible scenario, right?
There's no way, bro. He underachieved. He greatly underachieved.
I agree. I'm just playing devil's advocate to get you to
There's
think.
no
What
way,
if that does
bro.
happen?
He's gone. I mean, you see that look on James Jones's face. You're gonna see that look on Frank's face, bro. They're both,
that's a look of him. Nah, that's a look. That James Jones looking face was a look of a man that's probably gonna get fired soon.
yeah. You're gonna see that face on Frankie. Game 4.
Because Ishbia was just like heated on the sidelines.
Heated. I spent $1 billion on what now? I spent how many billion on this bull jive? Ain't no way. I trust Ishbia to coach this team.
It's kind of his fault though. He did force the Kevin Durant trade, so he's got to look at himself too.
Dude, come on, man. I mean, if there's
did he not force the Durant trade whenever we had a rising McHale playing next to Booker looking good?
He did.
Okay,
he did. But no one on the planet was not going to make that trade.
I don't disagree. I'm just saying.
There's ever,
I'm just saying though, it doesn't matter. Buyer's remorse is buyer's remorse. You still have to live with it, but you can still have it.
But you don't have to hindsight 2020 retroactively go back and shame a man and tell him he did something wrong.
No.
Just because now we know.
No. I'm just trying to make sure that we give everybody their equal part of the credit pie. Because everybody wants their equal part of the credit pie when things are going good, but you got to give them their equal part of the credit pie when things are going bad. James Jones doesn't like young talent. That's an issue. Frank Vogel doesn't adjust and only plays his vets. That's also an issue. But then when the HB bought the team, he did want to make a splash, and he caused us to play into all that by making the KD trade. That is also an issue. But I do not want to rebuild. Rebuild. I don't want to rebuild. I don't think that you need to. Look at Torrey. He even said it. Suns friends want to rebuild. No, you don't. He's going through it right now.
I mean, we had a disappointing season because the West was so competitive, but it was a good season record-wise every other year up until now. Any other year, you would have looked at this team and said, hey, they're on to something, man. They got bounced by the top defense, and they weren't fully constructed, and they didn't have the right coach. Let's get them fully constructed and with the right coach before we blow it up. That's where I'm at. Fully construct this team. You wouldn't build a car and not attach a steering wheel. Why did you build a team and not attach a point guard to it? Why didn't you have a conversation with Frank and say, okay, Frank, now listen, if we move for Bol, we're going to have to drop Campaign. Now, Campaign is the only point guard we have left. Are you certain, Frankie, that this will be worth it? Are you sure it's worth it? Are you going to play Bol enough to make it worth it to let Campaign go? And if you don't have that conversation, you're an idiot. It's your only point guard. Unless they thought Jordan Goodwin was going to be that guy. Then you're just wrong on another thing. Because he was not. Campaign was 10 times the point guard that Jordan Goodwin was. in Frank's system. What a season, bro. What a season where you promised me and everyone else a championship. And then you failed to deliver. You have anything to say for yourself?
I'm sorry, y'all. And then I also hedged my bet by putting out that KD video. Once again, I'll say this. Don't let this team ruin your mood, bro.
You are really still salty about the response you got from that KD video. For anyone that doesn't know, shut up, Gary. For anyone that doesn't know, Sundo put out a video midsummer about Kevin Durant not retiring a Phoenix Sun, and nobody wanted to take him seriously, and everyone wanted to treat him like a hater. And now look at all of you. Now who's getting the last laugh? La Sundo. Well, man, I mean, feels like the end of the season, but we have another game. I can't believe there's another game of this. That's the
I
real
know
travesty.
that's the crazy part about this.
Dude, I just want to sign off for the season and say, everybody, what a season. But we still have to endure this again. So we got to make it fun. Got to make it fun. You know?
Okay, so we play on the 20. So we literally play Sunday at 8:30. Is the last game. Well, the game 4. I can't say last game because you never know, but you know.
It might as well, dude. I'd love for more
If
content.
If we can turn this into a gentleman's sweep just for my pride and more content. At least it gives us something to do until the 5th or till the 1st, right?
Yeah. We got one more Bleacher Report stream before they cut us loose because they ain't gonna have
because
no
the
need
Suns
for us.
Because the Suns didn't get it done.
They're just gonna be like, listen, you know, love you guys, but
and that's what I'm saying, bro. Like man. Look, y'all can't be mad at the Anthony Edwards account in the chat because we literally have a Devin Booker, we literally have a Kevin Durant, we literally had a Sticks account, we literally had a whole bunch of other accounts in the chat, and y'all ate it up.
Burner account talking about the Toy Story meme where they just drop us and say, "I don't want to play with you anymore."
Right. Juan Carlos says, can the Suns be the next Red Sox in the NBA? I mean, they won a chip, so I don't know.
But remember, they were down like all the way. They came back.
Yes, Curse of the Bambino.
Yeah. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think, like, could they do it 2 games in a row? That's possible. I don't think they have what it takes to do it 3 games in a row.
And Edward says, Game 4, I'm about to take y'all behind the woodshed. No Diddy. First of all, that's wild.
Just do us in front of the woodshed. Don't waste your time.
First of all, that's wild. Second of all,
and Diddy.
Like,
but what else would you do to us behind the woodshed if it wasn't Diddy filled?
Exactly. Like you saying it isn't like doesn't make us any more mad than where we are now, or any more upset than what everybody is now. Like, it's over. Move on. Talk about Jokic. Go troll some Nuggets accounts. They're out there. Be like,
yeah,
hey,
that's
man,
who you're facing next.
Stick it in Jokic.
That's who you need to focus on, Ant. Focus on how you're going to take out Joker. Because if you guys take out Joker, I might start actually rooting for the T-Wolves.
Facts.
That's going to be a good-ass series, which you guys can all watch with us live on Von Sanity on YouTube. Check it out. Great
Facts.
channel.
Jeff,
I hear.
Jeff, we're going to start. That's why I always said it earlier, like, hey, bro, you need to really write out pros and cons and, like, really go through it and say, hey, do you want this team to rebuild? Probably not. They really can't afford to. So what do you got to do to make this team better. Coaching, players, maybe start playing younger players to see what they have. This and that. Like, you got to go through the whole list. It's going to create tons of fun content for the entire offseason. But first, we got to get through game 4. Who knows?
Would you feel better if they won one game? Would that help your conscience at all? You would?
I would.
Why?
Yeah, that'd be fine. Because it gives us one more game to watch.
A sweep is more.
It gives us more content to do.
But they deserve to be swept.
Dude, I want to hang out with the peeps in the chat. Okay, Gabe?
So you're going to make it about
popular
that.
Opinion.
That was a good little grift you just pulled. I like that. I like that little manipulation. That was good.
It's great. Now, in the meantime, I know why you don't want it to keep this to go on, because your PC's about to die.
No. I want Frank to be fired. And I feel like if the Suns say the Suns somehow win 3 games and make it go 7, which ain't going to happen, but if it did, you could make an argument of like, well, he figured it out. Now we just need to get him a point guard and a center, and he don't have to go. That becomes a more likely possibility. You know?
I think he's already gone. Ishby is already decided. I don't think that rumor would have came out, that report would have came out if it wasn't already decided.
You're right. I forgot about that.
And yeah, I think he's gone. And maybe James Jones too.
That really would hit hard, Sundo. But you're more of a beat maker for Tory than anyone else.
I haven't made a beat in a minute. My bad, Tory.
But we need a Miles Suns Lose song.
Suns Lose.
Sundo Miles. Man, yeah, I guess we call it a stream, right? Sorry, everybody, that our team is so pathetic. You want to sing us away on camera, or you want to do it off camera?
Man, bro. We'll catch you guys on Sunday. Sometimes you just be, sometimes the plans don't go the way you want them to go. You know what I'm saying, bro? But at the end of the day,
like LeBron said, it's just basketball at the end of the day.
Just basketball at the end of the day.
We didn't even care. We didn't even care.
We didn't even care for real. Y'all be rocking with us through the off season. Y'all be coming through, hanging out. We gonna do it again in October. Throughout the all season, y'all are people. We appreciate y'all.
We'll get you hyped up for the next season.
Mo Dizzle, Hey Dot, Boy Roy, Burner, everybody. You know what I'm saying? LOL, Epic Thunder. I don't know why I'm reading off chat like we're not gonna have another game. It just feels like it's a funeral like already. It's over. Suns lose. Suns lose. I wish this series was already over. It's pathetic.